Hello, this is a free call from
An offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press 2. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hey, I was wondering, is there a website that the petition is on? Like, is it on Twitter or is it on Facebook?
It's on Facebook, but like it's on like my page, Dad's page,
Okay.
the group page,
Okay.
and so many other people shared it. So
Okay.
you know,
I'm
it's not
dedicating
on.
the whole day to writing letters, so my bed looks like a post office.
Oh God.
And so I'm
Lord.
trying to tell as many people about it as possible. So I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, it's on Facebook, it's on Twitter. So
Yeah, I did put it on Twitter.
okay. So I'm gonna write down that it's on Twitter, Facebook.
Yeah, if they're in the group,
Mhm.
the support group, then they've all seen it.
Okay. Okay. Cool. And I don't have it. It turns out that the letter I got from someone. It's someone that lives in Houston, but they used to live in Canada. So
Oh, okay.
it's not the same girl, even though it sounds like the same girl because she likes Harry Potter books as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that like Harry Potter.
Right. I was like,
But,
I don't have her address, so maybe she can send me an email or something with her address.
yeah, I'll tell her to.
Okay.
Cause I know JT wanted to send you some money, and she was like, do they take Canadian money? And Billy had told her, like, to go to the post office and make a money order and also mail the receipt with the money order. So, like, when you would get it, they would be able to transfer it to American money.
Yeah, I don't
Something
know
like that. Yeah, me neither, girl. Like, we all learning this together, you know.
Yeah. I was like, because I know that they give us, like, little money order slips that we can send, and I think it goes to Jefferson City where they put it on our account, and I think it takes, like, a couple days to process or something. But nobody's ever
Billy had it. Yeah, Billy's the one that explained it to her, so.
Yeah. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm just writing a bunch of letters. I'm going to write a letter to Tatum and Lexi today.
Okay.
So they should be getting a letter. And also, I wrote a letter to Miss Rita, so she should be getting a letter.
Oh, send Tatum's letter here because she is moving.
Okay.
And I don't want it to go to the wrong address because she's moved. I think she's moved actually since she might have put her mom's address on it. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But just mail it here, and I'll make sure she gets it.
Okay, that sounds good. That's what I'll do.
Yeah, I'd rather, you know, if she did put it where she's living at, you know, and it get returned, then you'd have to send it back. It's like, so just send it here and, you know, put her name on it. And I'll definitely get that to her.
Okie dokie. That's what I'll do.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
I'm so tired. I stayed up till after 1 again.
Oh.
I was on the phone with Jana. And I kept on telling her, like, we stayed on the phone for 2 hours last night. I was like, look, I got to do. I'm never going to want to wake up in the morning for the dog. So I woke up at like 8:30 and let Aurora out her kennel so she could eat and, use the bathroom. She's laying down on top of me right now. Paige is in the kennel with her babies. They're all taking a nap.
That sounds like a good idea. I'll probably
yeah.
myself.
Oh, yeah, this weather.
I'm kind of up right now.
When it's weather, it's so crappy. All it does is make you just want to sleep.
Yeah, that's how the rain does with me. It helps me fall asleep.
Yeah. Right. I know. I sleep with a rain app every night that it sounds like it's raining right outside my window. And I sleep so good. But I've been, like, waking up, 8:30. Between 8:30 and 9 o'clock, that's really not early for me, but going to bed past 1 o'clock.
Yeah, that's kind of late.
Yeah, and I'm used to having a good 11 hours of sleep. I could sleep 11 hours, easy. And so, but all these late nights, since New York, actually, it's been a bad routine. And it's like I really need to, yeah, and your dad's like, who cares? Stay up late, wake up late. And I'm like, yeah, when you're here, I could do that because you could tend to the dog, and Aurora and, Sage and her babies. But when you're at work, I got to wake up and do it. Right. So it's like I want to try to get back in an early routine, like sleeping again, like at 10:30. Yeah. Between 10 and 10:30 and, waking up, at a decent hour, like at 7:30.
Oh, that's too early for me. Getting up for school at like 9:30 is early for me. I'm like,
I know.
But we go to breakfast at 5:30.
That's what I mean.
Every morning. So it's like whenever I go to breakfast and I'll fall back asleep, I'm tired again. And
right. I hear you, girl.
And our count time that we have to be sitting up on our bunks with the light on is at 5 o'clock every morning.
Shit, I would sit up with my eyes closed, like, don't even try to open my eyes.
Yeah, and most of the time I just sit up. I'm like, did they pass? And they're like, yeah. They passed, and we all pass out again.
At least y'all don't have to get up and get out y'all room like they do in reality.
Oh, no, that would be horrible. But, I think on Tuesday mornings is whenever we turn in our sheets every week, because they'll clean our sheets. And so it's like we have laundry day where they're like, bring your laundry down. And that's at 5 o'clock. It's like right after count clears. So it's like we're all tired.
I'm sure they have to have an early start on that because there's so many people, so much stuff they got to do.
Right. And we pick our laundry back up that night. So they would have cleaned our, washed our khakis. And we have a bag in case we want anything else washed. And then so they clean all that. Okay. And we pick it up that night. But it's like sometimes it's just like, oh, God, I hate sheet day.
Yeah, really, huh? I know.
Yep. And especially if it's a Wednesday. If it's a Wednesday, we got a lot to do, or at least I do, with Pathways to Change, which I should be finishing up that class next week. They didn't have it this week, but I should be finishing it up next week. So
that's good.
That's something that I would have completed, done with.
Yeah.
And I had signed up for another class. It's employability skills, and my roommate's taking it, and she's like, she asked her teacher, she's like, my roommate doesn't have like a resume or to put anything down on a resume because she's never had a job before.
Right.
What could she do for that? And she had asked her teacher, you know who Gypsy Blanchard is? And she's like, yeah, I watched the documentary. And so,
right.
And so she's like, well, what she can do is she could put down her prison jobs. You know, it won't count for outside, but at least.
But at least there's some experience there, yeah.
Right. And so that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. You want to know how many since last night?
Sure.
Signatures? 1,306.
Oh, my goodness. It's climbing up there.
Yeah.
Wow. And that's not that long for it to be out to get that many.
No, because I was talking to Jana last night, and it was not long after, it was maybe like 6 months or something after your situation, and they had 2 guys, I think it was Halloween night or something, I don't remember, or just like there was a lady at the car wash. It was at night. She was, washed her car and, was vacuuming it. And instead of it was 2 16 and 15-year-olds. Instead of, telling her, like, putting a gun to her head and saying, step away from your vehicle, this and that, they ended up killing her and putting her in the back seat and went joyride in her car for hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So Jana and her friend Trisha had made a petition, and she said it took them 2 weeks to get to 500 signatures, where it took an hour to get 500 signatures for you.
Wow.
And she told me that, since she is, she lives in Missouri, we're talking about the governor, and she was like, well, he's new and everything. And she said, but I tell you what, Kristy, she said, if people start, she says,
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
She said, Rod's going to have to print out all of these signatures. And she said, and mail everything to him. And the other people that are going to be mailing, their own personal letters and this and that to him. She said their petition was to try those 2 teenagers as adults, which it happened. Their petition worked. They're getting tried as adults. She said that there's no doubt in her mind that she has a strong feeling that since he's going to be so flooded with stuff from you, he's going to read it, and she said, I'd say stupid if he wouldn't send her home.
Right. I don't even know who our governor is, as awful as that sounds.
Well, I don't know him either. Aurora, stop it. He's new.
Okay. So it's not.
He's new, and they said that he's like, Janice said that, he, from what she has read up on him and everything, that he's a real good man. Okay. He's a war veteran, and, he takes things, like what happened to you and stuff like that very seriously, because okay, yeah, you had to do what you had to do, but it wasn't like, like your dad said in the documentary, okay, I'm just going to kill my mom because I want to date a boyfriend. It had to be bad, like. So with everybody that's writing and, telling them, I saw the documentary, this is how I feel, she has been in prison for, the last 20-something years, let her go home. I mean, it's overwhelming.
Yeah. And
so
I've been
she thinks that
2 years already.
I know.
So it's like I did some time, and I know
right.
that was going through my case, but I mean it counts on my sentence. So 2 years I've been locked
right.
up.
Right.
So it's not like I haven't done any time.
Exactly, sweetie. You done time. You done time before you really even did time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I think you need to be out of there. Now, Mike never sent me a text and saying, what are y'all doing, with this petition. I mean, never said anything, which he would if he would be pissed off about it like he would. So
Right. I think where he stands on it probably is that, he doesn't want to put false hope into anything. But
right.
I'm sure he wishes the best for it, and
I'm sure he's yeah. No doubt I know he probably him and Karina did sign it. I mean, she doesn't want to see you, in there either. So, and like I think he knows, it's my time. It's our time to, he did what he could, but now it's our time to see what we could do.
Right. And I did hear, I don't remember if it was my roommate or if it was someone that I was talking to in the yard, but it was, they said that someone had got released because of a petition, and it got sent to the governor, and that person got released. I don't remember the details of that person's case, but I remember that she said that there was a lot of people petitioning for that person's freedom at work.
Well, good.
I know that it is hard to get, but I think if there is anybody that could probably get it, it would probably be me. Just saying.
Right. Well, I mean, we're going to just keep our fingers crossed and prepare for the worst, hope for the best.
Right. Yeah. And that's where I put my stand on it, is I completely accept my time,
right.
But it would be amazing to go home. So.
Yeah, like I was telling Jana last night, about, let me go find it, because I could read it to you word for word. About what, about 109 comments on the one I posted yesterday. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let me scroll down. 500 in an hour. Everybody sign and shared, sign and shared. Sign and shared. Signed. Okay, I'm trying to find Marsha's comment. 492 in less than an hour. And that was yesterday, like when it first, okay, here it is. This is Laura, and she tags Marcia. What do you think? Having a hard decision about signing this. And you see, Dad said he sent you an email and explaining, like, I think he sent you the last two paragraphs, like, of what I read, like, about he's his dad and, where we started crying at.
Yeah.
He said he sent that to you. And I said, and I replied to Laura, I'm like, well, Gypsy knows about it. And Marcia said, me too. I do not want her, I want her to, but not for a mental institution. I want to get her GED. And I'm like, I'm not thinking mental institution. That's not what I'm thinking. I'm not thinking of a crazy facility, like that.
Right.
That we're trying to get you in. We're trying to get you in a group home or something, something. And I said, let her get the therapy she needs. I said, I totally understand where you're coming from, but I think therapy would be better for her now. She could still get her GED. Then Laura's like, Kristy, why not do one for John to help him get the help he needs? And I said, that is for his family to do. Our concern is Gyps. I know that may sound harsh. Gyps is Rod's child and my stepdaughter. Let his family and friends help him. And then there's Jana right there. Really? You aren't harsh? You're truthful. Let his family deal with his issues. You already have your hands full with your own. You can't take on the world. And then Rita says, I think our governor should be flooded with letters too. He is in a war, and if we point out that Gypsy was in a war, she never knew what was happening, that she was a victim of war and survived, and that she paid a price for her life already, he might hear us better. Just my thought. He might hear us with his heart. I will sign, and if anyone agrees to write letters, maybe we can mail them from all over the country, the world, on the same day. I love you that much. And I told her, fine, do what you got to do. I'll put that in your hands. You're from there. Do what you got to do.
Yeah.
So,
I
because
wonder.
Jana was telling me that too, because he did, like I told you, he is a veteran. He did fight for his life, every day in war.
Right.
So if you kind of put it towards that,
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm like, I haven't kept up with politics, so I'm like, the last governor I knew of Missouri was Jay Nixon. So someone must have taken his place. Because I met Roy Nixon, which was Jay Nixon's father, and then his son took governor. And
yeah. I don't even know the name of it. Let me Google the freaking name of the governor while I'm on the phone with you.
Yeah.
You could keep on talking.
And let's see, Roy Nixon was a supporter of Habitat for Humanity. So he came to our neighborhood one day to kind of oversee, like look over what the program does, which he already knew that, but just to see the section of Habitat for Humanity in Springfield. And so I took a picture with him, and then whenever his son took office, we were going to Disney World, and him and his children were flying somewhere.
What was his name?
Who?
The one that you met.
Roy Nixon.
Okay, this guy He looks young. His name is Eric, and I don't even know how to pronounce his last name. It's Greitens. I guess like Greetens.
Okay.
And it says he's an American politician, an author, a former Navy SEAL, currently serving as our 56th governor of Missouri since January 2017. So if he was a Navy SEAL, he had to fight to stay alive. You know what I'm saying? Navy SEALs are badass.
Yeah.
That's the best rank you could get.
Right.
Let's see. Cole. He's a year younger than your dad. Told you he looked young. His birthday is April 10th. That's my mama's birthday. 1974. His wife's name is Sheena. His education, it doesn't say if he has kids. They got married in 2011. His education was at Lady Margaret Hall, Oxford, Duke University, and University of Oxford. So this guy is like super freaking smart.
Right. Yeah. Well,
And he's written books.
Yeah. Most likely,
He writ.
if we can understand where that is coming from as a parent, as a father, you know.
Yeah.
And
well, you need to look at some of these books, see if they have them in the library. It's called Strength and Compassion.
Okay, I'm going to write that down.
Okay.
Okay.
Then another one is A Warrior's Heart.
Okay.
Then another one is The Heart and the Fist.
Okay.
And there's one, Resilience. It's RESILIENCE. That's his latest one. Well, Heart Warriors was done in 2012, and I think he redone it in 2015. And the Reliance one is 2015.
Okay.
So,
those are at the library.
check see if those are some. I mean, you might get a real insight on who he is.
Yeah.
You know.
Because it's kind of nice to know, people
I'm
like
screenshotting this right now, and I'm going to put it in the group.
Okay.
He even has a Facebook.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm sure his Facebook would be freaking flooded.
Yeah. But I'm going to put it. And he has Twitter.
Oh. Wow.
So I'm going to post all of that in the group and stuff.
Mhm. Yeah.
So.
I'll hope for the best. That's all we can do is pray.
That's right, baby.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go write again. Maybe take a nap.
Okay.
I'll pop some letters out.
All right, my baby.
Okay, I love you. And
I love you too.
Later.
Okay, have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
The caller has hung up. Hello, this is a free call from
an offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this pre-call, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, what you doing?
Oh, God. Today was such a laid-back day.
Yeah.
I think I took like a 4-hour nap. I missed your call, so I know I was sleeping when you called earlier.
Okay.
I didn't even realize I fell asleep. Yeah. Aurora came on me and lay down on me. I'm like, oh, I fell asleep. She wanted to take a nap too, I guess.
Did you get my picture yet?
No, well, I didn't check the mail yet today.
Okay.
I didn't check it. It might be in there. Dad is going to, sorry about it. Throat's been scratchy all day. He's going to make a credit card in your name to start building your credit.
Oh, great.
Remember when we had talked about it, and like yesterday it just popped in my mind. I was like, oh, shit. So I did remind him of that. He said he was going to do it.
Okay. Well, I was thinking about that the other day, too. That's funny. We were thinking
Yeah.
about it. I was like, I wonder if I asked about that or anything about it.
I know so much information. It's like sometimes I feel like I should write it down. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to remember. And then next thing you know, it's like 3 weeks later, and I'm letting him know. But I did let him know. I saw yesterday on Facebook, I was like, oh, my God. Kristy posted a video of her eating a grub for $5.
Oh, my God.
She was like, but I really needed the $5. And I'm like thinking to myself, if you need $5, just freaking let me know. I'll send you freaking $5. You don't need to eat a freaking grub. But I know she has only so much a month for her to spend, you know. So it's probably that she needed cigarettes or something, you know. And, yeah. It seems like she's doing really good.
Good. I'm going to call her lately. I've been in the phone. You know, it's what's coming up. And I'm like,
yeah, I know.
It's hard because it's like every day I kind of live what happened in the days leading up. And as I relive it, and I'm like going over every little detail that had happened in the days and everything. Like today, I was nothing to change, and, you know, things like that. I coming home from the ER after getting it changed.
Right.
Stuff like that, you know, reliving it. And it's hard. I don't know what, but it happens every, year.
Right. Right. Yeah, it's like an automatic timer in your brain.
Right.
And I'm sure there's probably things that you didn't remember that now you're remembering now, you know, because it was so much to process and you just chose to block some of it out.
Right.
But if you're remembering things, Gyps, that's probably a good thing because you could write it down and try to just, you know, it's kind of like a healing process, it seems like. You know, it's like you finally, you know, getting these memories and like, okay, let me get this all out now. You know, let me start remembering now, you know, so I could start dealing with it. I mean, Dad and I, like when he comes home, we want to try to find somebody from that area, from the Chillicothe area, that's a therapist that could either go see you once a week or, like once every 2 weeks, and stuff like that. Because, you're doing that group thing, and I think you kind of need more of a one-on-one, even though it's noisy as hell in there for meetings or whatever, I don't know how they do that with a therapist, I don't know.
Mental health request to see the counselor because you get off we call it MSR, which is a medical mental health or dental request. And I would need to speak to a counselor for issues with groups. So, and I did that day yesterday. So they should be getting me in any time now. And
well, that's good. Good. Because I think even though you dealt with a lot of things, you haven't dealt with every little detail, every little, thing. I'm sure it does haunt you sometimes, it has to.
And I'm like, maybe, and that's why I kind of wanted to get my discovery
right.
It'll help me deal with it better by understanding. A lot of the times I'm like, this is ridiculous, or I want to hear, I feel like I shouldn't be here. And sometimes I have to check myself and be like, look, this is what you're doing, and you need to realize the consequences of your actions. And you do need to be kind for it. And so I think with all those emotions, by looking at the evidence could help me. So that
right.
Kind of out of sight, out of mind. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to talk about it. And that's why I'm doing that style. So.
Yeah, and I don't blame you. Because think about it. The documentary just came up. You're getting you're getting so much mail, and I'm sure they, some are probably asking you questions. Maybe not, but some of them probably do, ask you, and it could be the littlest thing, but that makes you remember something, and then Nick getting that guy to write to you, and, it all happened in a short period of time, and now the anniversary's coming up, it was a lot to process.
Yeah, there's going to be this concert that's going on. They're going to have a band and a concert, and I think they're going to have a little bit of a motorcycle or something, hot rods coming and everything. And I'm like, that sounds great. Yeah, I want to go. When is it? The 10th. I'm like, I'm not going to want to do anything on that day. I'm just going to sleep. It's on Saturday or something like that. So I'm just going to want to sleep all day.
Right. That was Mia's original due date. Her first due date was June 10th. And then they miscalculated, and they set me to July 4th. And I'm like, you mean to tell me y'all thought I was a month ahead? And they were like, yeah, we figured it out wrong. And so my mama was like, you better not have her on the 4th of July because that was the due date. But since she was a section baby, I got to have her 2 weeks earlier, and that's when I did the 25th because Dad's on the 25th. He's on March 25th, so it's like, Mia was saying that the other day. She's like, me, Dylan, and Dad all have 5. Dylan's the 15th, me and Dad's the 25th. You the 4th. I said, well, at least Gypsy is in the 20. That's a common thing. Oh, yeah. 27. And she's like, oh, yeah. But
It's coming up next month. Oh goodness, my birthday present from the prison with TV shot. That's great.
but look, if you are like, how could I tell you this? Okay, I'll just tell it like it is, because I always tell you like it is. If you want to continue to hurt like feel bad for yourself because it is the anniversary, coming up. I mean, I know it's fresh and everything, and there's that's going to be a day that is always going to affect you in some way or another. But just, I think down the road, the more you heal, and the more, and it's really no digs, like no taking cheap shots at your mom at all. But the more, I guess, you realize everything she's done to you, you might heal a little bit. You might not feel so bad. You know what I'm saying? I mean, one of my friends sent me a text the other day, and they were like, Kristy, she said, I'm sitting here at my grandchild's dance recital, and I'm thinking, wow, Gypsy didn't get to do none of this, like the little things, and I was like, yeah, I said, she's just excited to be able to wear high heel shoes. We talked about that the other day, and, I said, it's those little things that she missed out that she's so excited for, and for us, it's like, oh crap, we gotta wear heels, and you're like, oh, I can't wait to wear heels, I mean, so it's like, I understand, like, it's a lot of firsts, or so much, I mean, and I guess it kind of makes up for everything we missed, because we will be able to be there for the first time. You walk in heels, and do some, drive for the first time. I mean, so we get a lot of firsts,
Exactly.
too,
I want to say, not wasn't able to see a lot of growing up, but technically I never really did grow up,
Right.
I never had those experiences to grow up. So,
Right.
Like, there's never a second chance at, being a part of my life and grow up.
Right. I mean, you'll be able to go mud riding, with your brother, and Mia. You're going to be able to, do so much stuff, because I don't care if your brother's 22, 32, 42, 52. He just has that personality of a kid, like his dad. I mean, so it's like he'll have fun all day long with you, I mean, he's going to be like, oh, you want to do that? Yeah, let's go do it, and I mean, that's just how he is. And me and Mia are kind of like the laid-back ones here. We're like, yeah, go, y'all have fun. Go, y'all have fun. But, I mean, so try not to feel so bad. I know you will. And I'm going to pray for you. Say some extra prayers that morning for you. And I'm going to post a letter. I have it right here, right on the side of me. I have it. So, like, when I wake up in the morning, I come in the living room, and I have it right on the end table right here, so I know to put it up first thing in the morning. And, you just, one day, you're going to be like, I'm living, and I couldn't have done this. Maybe I could have never got to do this,
Right. And I know sometimes I remember have that mindset, and I will be so focused on the anniversary or what happened at what time, or when,
Right.
and what was said, and everything. This is like
Yeah.
yesterday. Yesterday would have been a good day that me and Mom had got into the argument. And, you know, it's like reliving what I said to her, what she said to me, what was I texting it at the time, and everything.
Right.
It hurt. And I'm like, it hurt because I don't even remember what point and when did I say that I asked to do what he did. And
Right.
I don't know because that's something I don't remember. You know, we had been
Yeah.
talking about it before now, but it's in the back burner. So when did it become, you know, time to do this? You know, because I don't remember.
Yeah. I mean, there's just some things you probably suppress, and you may not never remember everything, you know, until maybe one day you're just doing something and it might click in your head like, oh, you know. And I mean, I think when you once you home on everything, it won't be so bad because you'll have us. But I mean, I know in there, you know, it gives you a lot of time to think, you know. So, you know.
But I wish I would understand right now. I mean, it's not that it hit me so hard.
Yeah.
I would also have ceremony for her, and then I feel better knowing that at least I did one thing right by putting her with my mom. You know? I feel like that's the one thing I can do right by her after that.
Yeah. Right. I know. I mean, as far as I know, Claudia still has her. You know. And I've never, you know, asked her, I mean, recently, or, I mean, I haven't had a word with Claudia since her and I kind of went at it on Facebook when she was like, I'm just a stepmom, you know. So I'm not about to call her and say, like, you still have, you know, Judy's ashes, you know, because then she's going to post on Facebook. Yeah, but her that's going to post on Facebook, oh, Kristy had the nerve to ask me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't need it. I don't need that extra bullshit. You know?
It's like nothing to do with anyway. Because whenever I talked to Tiffany, as far as I know, she was like taking her ashes like to the grocery store and watching movies with it and stuff like that. Like, okay.
Right. I mean, I remember Claudia telling me that she would take her out and put her on the sofa or put her on the table or something, you know, and every night she'll take her out and pray on her and, you know, and this and that. But it's like, okay, what, you know, what's the next thing to do? Put her in the back seat and travel the world with her? You know? I mean, look, my dad has, like, my stepmom got cremated, and my dad has some of her ashes in all his motorcycles and a little thing that he bought to put her in his truck. We went spread some in Colorado. Me and Mia had went with him. Had a friend, my friend's dad, which my dad was good friends with, lived in Scotland at the time for work, and my dad nailed him some ashes to spread her there at this, like, told him, like, find you know, a beautiful, you know, waterfall or something, you know, because that's where her ancestors are from. You know, so he sent a picture to my dad, like at a waterfall. Oh, gorgeous. So, like, she's spread all over the place, her, you know, and she's with my daddy when, he travels, and I spoke with him yesterday, and, I mean, it's 4 years, and he has her on the mantle at the fireplace, and because I tell her, good morning every morning, I tell her good night good night, and sometimes I even have conversations with her, and because he's like, he wants to be cremated too, and he wants to be put, like, after, like, he cremated him, after we do that, you have to buy a certain box, for it. And so after that, we're going to take him out of that box and put him with her. And, I mean, their ashes won't be mixed, because they put them actually, like, kind of like in plastic bags. And I told my dad, I said, I always tell him, like, yeah. He's like, you want some of Daddy? And I'm like, yeah. I said, I hope that I get your ass so I could kick it every once in a while. You know what I mean? Just, funny stuff like that, It's like, well, you're going to want some a Granny Mac, a Mac, huh? And I'm like, yeah, but because he wanted me to take some of her before he passed. And I'm like, no, just, I'm going to mix y'all up, and we'll be as one again. And he's like, okay, I mean, because in Texas, even though, like, they're Catholic, the rules over there is that they don't need to be buried. Here, you have to. You have to put their ashes in a tomb. If you Catholic. If you Baptist or non-denomination or whatever, you could bring them home. But if you're Catholic, you have to bury them. I mean, and they say that you shouldn't separate it because, like, this is, I mean, I could see where people would believe it. And I'm not saying it's true or not, but they're like, well, you can't take a piece of them when, you can't share their ashes because their spirit won't go up as a whole. And I'm like, what you mean? I said, they died a few days before you got to cremate them. I said, so the spirit has been up. Yeah, the spirit isn't there. The spirit going the minute the last heartbeat, the last brain wave, whatever you want to call it. I said, I said, so to me that doesn't make sense, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It does for some people.
But I think, like, once you pass away, that's whenever your spirit goes up to heaven or whatever, I mean,
right.
It doesn't linger around or whatever in your ashes.
Right. Yeah, I mean, just like, I had asked you that because I was like, because years ago I had asked them, well, I think it was right after my stepmom died, and I'm like, what about you? I said, you want to be cremated? You want to, because, I mean, that was just something we really never talked about. And I was thinking he would want to be cremated and spread some of his ashes in the water because that's where he is half the time. And he was like, no, I don't want to be cremated. I don't want to die twice. And I'm like, what you mean die twice? I said, you think you're going to feel it? And, and he's like, just sprinkle me out. And I'm like, yeah, I guess it's not for everybody, which it's not for everybody.
Like, it would not be free. And they told me to never cremate her because she has too many hot flashes as it is. And so I'm like, I'm going to cremate you, Mom. But
right.
It was out of control. So.
Right. They had to because they can only hold her for 30 days.
Right.
That's law. That's law, and I know it wasn't. I don't think it was right at 30 days or anything, but I know it was kind of close. Because we went to see you at the end of July, because we went to you when you transferred. So,
because I had, or maybe it was earlier than that, or maybe it was on the 24th, because I had my prelim, I think, on the 24th.
yeah. Yeah, because it was Mia's birthday is the 25th, so I know it was after the 25th. I think we went up the 27th, I want to say.
Yeah,
Like, I want to say, like, probably exactly a month from your birthday, because I remember us talking and telling you, because we were talking
This
about
call is from a
the age.
correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
You and I were talking about your real age. And I'm like, yeah, baby, a month from today, you know, you'll be, 24 years old.
Yeah.
You know.
Because I'm going to be 26. It seems like it's gone by fast. It's good. I'm going to be 32 right now.
That's still young. Trust me.
I got stopped on the walk today, but I wanted to make her to see the documentary. She was like,
I think they were.
About you. I'm like, I heard it good. And she's like, yeah, it was very good. She was telling me she would put that for me and everything. So it was a different lady from last time that stopped me on the walk. I mean,
right.
it did that last evening, all the officers and everything. So I'm like, I was aware of it, and especially when I'm getting a bunch of mail, they all know why.
Right.
So,
in fact, I'm texting Tiffany right now about the Snapchat pictures because I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if they left on their cruise or not. Yeah, I know it's close.
Well, they had a hot balloon that was flying over the prisoner, not directly over it, but kind of near it. They closed the whole yard down, made a whole Gypsy fit on it. So they might drop something down to us. It's so crazy. It was any error. Don't need a cell phone. Geez. With internet access.
Wow.
And it wasn't even that close to the point to drop anything. It would have dropped outside of the prison.
Well, yeah.
They had all the white shirts and everything come out. Like, right back here.
Lord.
Crazy.
Crap. I hit something on my phone. Shit, I forgot what I wanted to tell you. I hate when that happens.
It happens to me a lot.
I'm trying to, I know, but what the hell I wanted to freaking tell you. Damn it. Shit. I won't think about it, then I'm going to remember. How about that? I won't think about it. Right. Because I was getting ready to look for something. And that's what made me think of it. And then I hit something on my phone, which made me lose track of what I was thinking. You know what I'm saying? I just forgot. Shit. I hate when. Oh! This is what I wanted to say. Aaron and I are doing already another documentary. I watched like a little bit on the news. Huh?
What was that?
Aaron and Aaron and Allison and Brian are filming another documentary. Let me find it. Let me get on the page. And you might see it on the news. You might see some of it on the news. It's about this girl who convinced her boyfriend to kill himself.
Oh my God! Yeah, I've heard about that. I heard about that.
Yeah, Conrad or something. Yeah, well, they doing it. They were at the courthouse today.
Oh, cool.
My phone's being stupid, so I can't find it. Let me see. Because she did. Wait, I'm gonna find it like this. I knew they were on a, I knew they were, starting up a documentary, and she wasn't saying, like where or anything, okay? So this was what she put 10 hours ago. Conrad Roy text. I just took a handful of pills. Michelle Carter, that's the one that convinced her boyfriend to kill himself. Prove it. Here at court, Sergeant Michael Bates at the, where she lives, Massachusetts. I can't say the word. I can't say the state. Massachusetts. I can't say it, and I can never get it right. Thank you. State police read reading text out loud. Persecution will rest after the last witness. And it's a picture of the girl, Michelle Carter, sitting, crying. Because she's been, trying to convince him to kill himself. And, when she told him to, do it in his vehicle for, to breathe in the carbon monoxide poisoning. And he got out of his vehicle and told her, I can't do it. I'm choking and this and that. And she said, you need to do it. You need to do it now. And put her, kept her on the phone until, he died, till she heard him not breathing anymore. And then they said immediately she texted one of her best friends and said, I could have stopped him. I'm like, bitch. Dang. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I understand your situation, totally. And I'm not really passing judgment on her. But who's going to convince somebody to kill themselves? I don't know, honey.
I've seen on one of my shows that I had an episode that they had this girl, and her boyfriend had killed himself, had went back to hold her, and she was holding her. And so she ended up telling what she had done, which she took a lot of blame for it, but he had said, if you walk out of here, if you leave me, I'm going to kill myself. And she said, fine, go ahead and do it. And
right.
And I don't think he did program to kill himself, but he ended up killing himself without a lot of guilt, and he was 40. So she had to company and everything like that, but everybody cleared that.
Yeah, I saw that one too. They said something about that this week. I was like,
I had seen the CNN thing of her court or whatever they were having for it. I wasn't really paying attention. Me and my roommate was getting ready to go to school, and we just kept having it in and raising a highlight where it was girlfriend
Yeah. I mean, it's just crazy. Like, people, I don't know. I mean, but you know what? So many people say that, like, oh, I'm going to kill myself. You know, I mean, as a loose term, and you think it's a loose term. I had a friend that, you know, would say it all the time. Oh, I'm going home and kill myself. And we're like, yeah, whatever, Scott. You know, whatever. And one time when he told us, I'm going home and kill myself, he did. And, yeah, you don't think we all felt like shit? You know, like, I mean, I felt terrible because we would always be like, yeah, whatever. You know, but, I mean, that was not long after I graduated, you know, and I promised myself from then on that if somebody ever said that they were going to take their life, then I called the cops immediately, you know. But I don't cry for people who take their lives. I don't. Because that was their choice. You know.
It's really sad. They had someone that with a mom knew that seemed like a very happy person. He worked maintenance for the whole plant in Kansas City. And he was just the sweetest man. And he just had the most happiest personality. And he always had a smile whenever he came to work. And then when they got a call, somebody told at the hotel lodge letting us know that he had committed suicide. And that was hard on us because, you know, we were close to people. And it's like after being in the lodge for so long, like, besides staying there in 2007 to up until probably a couple months or so before all this happened. So, I mean, that's a long amount of time to get to know people. So it just hits your heart, you know?
Right.
And it's like, the question is why? Why they seem so happy, you know, why? But because unhappy people are actually the most miserable people. And
right.
It's like the happiness or whatever, but they put on a face like a mask to hide how miserable they are.
Yeah, right. Right. I know it's screwed up. When I told Tiffany about the Snapchat, right? Oh my fucking God, which I never said out in one sentence. God forgive me for that. This is ridiculous, redonkulous, she put. I said I'm on the phone with her now. She says, tell her it's time for her to get the fuck out of there so we can take normal pictures. Oh my God, I said, I know we're trying to make that happen. She says, that's 90% of the pics I sent her. I think it's utter bullshit. She says, yeah, I know we all are. And I said, well, she did get 5 letters from me that they gave her, but Snapchat pics aren't allowed. Glad she got my letters. Don't think all the pics were snapped, though. She did get any pics. Did she get any pics I sent? Did you get any of them?
No.
No, she didn't.
They said it was altered in quotation Snapchat.
They think the pictures were altered.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's going to get them back. Or I would just tell them, just throw them. So you don't have to send them back. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you have to send them back?
Yeah, I don't have to send them back. I have to pay for them.
Right. And she feels bad that she's like, poor thing. She said she's spending all her freaking stamps for returning her stuff. You know? So I'll let you write her, you know, or she could write you.
Or picture in the letter. And when I let Bucky know that I didn't get his pictures because his pictures had writing on the back.
She says, that's disgusting.
Like, what is up with everything? They don't let any of the cousins see any of the pictures or anything. Like,
right.
Oh, that's crazy.
I did tell her that you can't write on the back of the picture because it's considered a letter. She said, I have to go through all the ones I have on the side and send them to her. I'm going to tell her, okay. She said, okay. Oh, she said, tell her next week, don't call me. We'll be out of the country. I come back. Oh, she comes back to Father's Day on June 18th. She said, okay. So, that shouldn't be got it. Or we got cruise.
Right. I forgot. I thought they already had it. I don't know.
No, I remember.
Whatever other people, unless it's I don't keep faces whenever other people are doing stuff. But whenever it's
right.
I put it on the calendar, like I'm doing this and this day or whatever. And that's what I do on a daily basis. I live by calendar. And so
right, I remember. You talked to me about that.
It's not important to me.
Come on, Sage. Oh, the kittens are...
My whole room is unnecessary, including me.
Yeah, they're starting to eat pet food. They some little pigs, though. Like, they don't even let Sage eat. And I'm like... Because they so, like, there's one in particular, and she's the one that started eating first. But she gets, like, I have the little bowls where they're, together. Just the plastic ones, they side by side. She literally sits in the cat food and eats cat food like that. And I'm like, can't even eat. It's the cutest thing. I'm going to take, with my camera, I'm going to have to take some pictures of them doing, because they're starting to play and everything. Move, Coda. You always the first one to get in the way. Yeah. So it's like their little personalities are a trip. I mean, Coda, she tries to climb everything. She tries to climb the bars in the kennel. She tries to climb the curtain. She tries to climb the recliner. And I'm like, she's just so little scared. We only have one meal. And then Aurora's all excited because she thinks she's getting food. No, you are on a diet, Aurora. Aurora's fat. Well, but I was giving her, I messed up. I was still giving her puppy chow. And they told me, no, you have to take her off of that because puppy chow has more calories. So that's why she should be 4 pounds when she's 11 pounds. I know. But they were like, that's fine, but so I got her on, and I got her on, like, the Purina Beneful diet.
Yeah.
So they said, yeah, and she eats it. So yesterday, she threw up, and I think she just, it's beautiful, healthy weight, and it's with real chicken. It's all natural ingredients.
Now, you see, whenever Teabag Doodle, she was 18 pounds at one time. And
I remember her being big.
She's so poofy and big. But then whenever she started losing her teeth, she didn't eat as much, and she was losing weight a lot. And then it got to where she had to be put on that Tay diet, that and but pretty soon after that, it's like even that hurt her teeth because I didn't eat. And so, I mean, she got to the point where she wasn't eating anything, and she started having diarrhea, and that's whenever she had to be.
Yeah.
But I remember when I was just like that.
Yeah, I'm hoping
Cat Atkins diet.
Yeah, I'm hoping she was, a little. I mean, like, it was so funny earlier because, I mean, I know Sage knows what I say. I know what, when I tell her to come here, she comes. When I tell her to, go check on her baby, she will check on her baby. And she was like, all sad and stuff because they were taking a nap. And I was like, oh, Sage, I said, play with Aurora. And Aurora's just standing up on the side of me. I was laying down on the sofa. And she comes up to Aurora and just jumps on her, and I start laughing. I'm like, oh, my God. She, really understood what I said. But, yeah, I just let you for a little while. I mean, Aurora does play with her. She, they have fun. But I didn't think, she really understood what I said, but I guess she did.
I think they're like people, or, they're like people, but they don't have the ability to speak, but I think they can understand kind of how people think that maybe like a child.
Yeah. I would love to know what they think. I would love for Aurora to be able to have a conversation with me.
That would be awesome.
I already know what she wants just by, her sound, her movement, stuff like that. But, and like Sage, I know what she wants by her sounds and her movement. Just like Jazz, just like Caesar, just like BB. I know them all. But they
have a different little personalities. Like before, oh my God, baby boy, he likes a little purple, and she liked the color yellow, and she used to fetch, but she only used to fetch little plastic roses. As weird as I sound, but she used to chase it and bring it back in her mouth and different things. They definitely have little personalities.
Yeah, there's an app that I need to put on my iPad that is of it looks like some fish swimming, and when they tap the iPad, it looks like the water splashing. It gives a ripple effect.
Yeah.
And they have a video of the cat doing it. And I'm like, oh my God, I need to get that for my iPad. But there's one kitten, like I said, that's not named. That's someone that really only eats the cat food. Some of them do, but she's the only one. She's been eating cat food for 3 days now. And the other ones just started. Now they all sucking on Sage except for the other one. She's like, I got all this cat food for me. She's eating the cat food. I don't know. I'm thinking they'll be off their mom.
I know it's not a question, but over here they have the resource library, and they have information on driving, a driving manual. Is that something I should look into?
For what?
Driving manual, and it's a resource library and they help you out with some like information?
They gave me a workbook.
A workbook?
Yeah, when she took the class. It wasn't like how Dylan's was. Dylan's was like a book, that we had to buy and everything. And his one was different. Because I was like looking for Dylan's book, and I'm like, oh, shit, Rod. I said, you gave it to so-and-so, this many years ago. And they live in New Orleans. And they were, I think, from Honduras, and they hardly spoke any English. And his son was getting ready to, take the driver's test in New Orleans. And I'm like, how can he take the driver's test if you don't understand a word of freaking English? And I'm asking his dad, and he starts laughing. He's like, I don't know. You have to figure it out. Like 14, can't even hardly understand English, but here you go, learn how to drive in the States,
Right. So,
yeah.
If you hit something, don't look back. Just keep going.
Yeah, I mean, the rules here are not hard. I mean, but it's like you need to learn when you go to the city. And stuff like that. Like, I let Mia drive to Homo, her and I went, and she did okay. And she's like, oh, so when I get my license, you're going to let me drive to Homo without you? I'm like, hell no. And
How is she?
Huh?
How is she?
How is she? She's doing good. She's with her boyfriend right now.
Is it the one that Dad was speaking out about?
No, a different one.
Oh, okay.
His name is Marcus.
Okay.
Same age, which was a shocker.
Mm-hmm.
And his name's Marcus Mathern, and me and Mia laugh at it because I was a Mathern.
Right.
I was Mathern, but there's no relation. Yeah, there's no relation. And he's super sweet. I mean, they're so cute together. And yeah, he plays baseball. And when she came up to me, she's like, "Have they been talking for about a month or so?" But just starting to get really serious. And Mia says, "You might go into shock." And I'm like, "For what?" And she said, "Well, I like a guy, and he's the same age as me. Actually, Mia's like a month older than him." And I was like, "Yes, I'm in shock." But
it scared the living crap out of him.
Sam, Sam was starting to be too needy. And you can't talk to this person because they're on your Facebook or on your Snapchat because they want to see what I'm doing. I mean, it was like, get over yourself, dude.
Right, that's way terribly.
I mean, I don't put up with nobody's shit.
Like that.
She just doesn't. She'll shoot them down.
She got rid of that. So,
yeah. And she's
possessive. A certain level of protective or possessive. That's kind of possessive. That's not something you want.
yeah. She she don't put up with no bullshit, her, so she, like, kind of like, screw y'all, you know, later. I ain't putting up with y'all. I got better things to do with my life. You know, that's how she looks at it. So, she's just on zero tolerance for the bullshit. And I don't blame her.
Right.
You know, we tell her that all the time. You know, don't let stupid shit get to you.
Right, no. Especially she's probably done, she's got a lot of time, you know, to really find herself and, you know who and what she wants for it to be serious. So it's kind of good, her, you know, experiencing different personalities and guys to know what she really is looking for, you know?
Yeah.
As long as she's safe, you know, which I know Dylan's going to let anybody hurt her or anything. I was talking with my roommate the other night, and she was like, Gypsy. I'm like, what, Susie? And then she's like, I'm worried about you. I'm like, why are you worried about me? And she's like, I don't think you should be with Sebastian. And I said, why do you think that? And she's like, because you haven't gone out there and had experience. You need to get your heart broken. I'm like, dude, I had my heart broken. It stopped. And this wasn't the first guy that I met online. I don't know if I was meeting somebody. But shoot, I want to get my heart broken. So, I mean, don't you think it's better to, you know, at least have experience in whatever?
But I know where she's coming from. I understand where she's coming from.
I think she's coming from and I'm like, really tapping out of the talk and everything. I'm like, I know where you're coming from, but what I feel about that is serious, and I can't help it. And so it doesn't matter if we're just friends or something else, because no matter what, if I get a heart broken, it's going to be like that for me either way. And she's like, okay, as long as you know what you're doing. I'm like, I'll say that.
Right.
I'm just saying what I'm going to do, you know, and it's not like, she can tell me, okay, well, you know, you have a 50% chance of getting hurt, or chance of getting hurt. I'm like, I know either way I have a chance of getting hurt, no matter what, if I'm on the outside or if I'm in here. And so, I mean, that I can't live it with him. The only way we can communicate is through calls and letters, pictures, and stuff like that. I can't get a business phone. And so that sucks. And
right.
like, things are running good now, and he makes me really happy. And I'm like, today, oh God, I had a whole conversation because I didn't get a letter from him today. Because it takes 4 days for him to get a letter, 4 days for me to get a letter back to him. Well, he just sent me a letter, and I got it on the 30th, okay? And I sent him that he should have got it on Monday, but he would have sent out a letter on Tuesday. Today is only Thursday, so I'll get it tomorrow. I was having a whole freak out, and I'm like, writing a letter. I'm like, why aren't you writing me? I don't even know. I wrote you like 3 letters like the last week. I should have got a letter back, and I'm so sensitive right now because I'm on my period. And so everything is to me right now. And I'm overanalyzing things and overthinking things. So when I set my calendar, I'm like, oh my God, you're stupid. You're freaking out over nothing. You'll get a letter tomorrow.
Yeah.
Definitely hypersensitive right now. Especially we're all kind of in the room. So everybody's all on their time. Everybody's nitpick about things. I'm like, I get nitpicky about my TV and my CD player. And so I'm like, don't touch that. But other than that, I'm fine. We all have our chart and everything. And there's one other girl that has a TV in our room. And the other 2 read. So, like me, I watch my TV a lot. I read a little bit, but it's not the majority of what I do. You know, even busy working on schoolwork or something else. So I don't read a lot, but I found a good book in the library, so I'm definitely going to read that book. It'll keep me busy and out of my
For sure.
And it might make me happy for the weekend, you know. And I might do that concert thing or whatever they're having here.
You know what? I say, if you feel like going, go. If, you know, nobody's going to look at you and pass judgment on you, Gypsy. I mean, they're going to, you know, they want to see you have a good day, you know. And that's what real friends do.
People, they don't even know what it means to me unless they've seen the documentary. But my roommates, they know because I told them. But now, for everybody else, they don't know.
Right. Now, like if you get down and out, you could leave and go back to your... Well, then, you know, I mean, if you don't feel like going when it first starts, then don't go. And then maybe you might say, well, you know what? Let me just go check this out. And you might have fun. You know, I mean... So
I definitely want to see the motorbikes that they're going to have. At least I think that's what I heard, that they're going to have. They're going to have a guest speaker, they're going to have a band, and they're going to have either a motorcycle or a car that we can look at or something. So
don't get yourself down. You know, I mean, you know, I'll say some prayers for you. And everybody in the group would want you to go and have some fun. I think everybody would agree, you know, go get your mind off of it, you know. So you got so many people rooting for you that, look, I'm so overwhelmed by everybody, Bill. And it's like, you know, I really, really, truly wish I could, like, once you get out and have this big old party, you know, like a month or two down the line. So, you know, like that people could come from everywhere, you know. And just so we can meet some of these fabulous people. You know,
I save all of the letters and cards and everything. I know whenever it gets time for me to leave, I'm probably going to ship them home. And so I can have all of it. Because I can only take a certain amount, come up to a certain amount of mail or whatever and tote. Until nothing else it. So at some point, I'm going to have to ship it home.
Right. And you definitely want to hold on to a lot of them or all of them because those are the reasons why sometimes you have a smile on your face. You know, or, you know, those are the reasons maybe why you were having a bad day and somebody wrote you and, like, they just, oh, my God, that's what I needed to hear today. You know? I mean, some of them, you could write a big old fuck you to. That's all in the hate groups. You could get online and say, fuck all of y'all. I don't need y'all. You know?
Right.
I'm saying, I mean,
I don't care what you think or whatever.
There's more, right. Whatever. There's more people supporting you than the people that aren't. I could tell you that right now.
But
you know.
It's like for every one hater, there's 100 supporters, in my opinion.
Pretty much, girl.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't get down and out about it. I even had called one of the people that sent me a letter, and I came back to my life. I talked to a complete stranger today, and it felt good.
Yeah, girl. I mean, I would love to, like, just get a list of everybody that's reporting you, just their name. You know, first, last name, and where they from. Because some of them that signed up, like the petition that was made to the president, that's not going to happen because yours isn't federal. Okay, we all know that's not going to, we know it won't happen, but we're sure not going to tell the person, well, we're not going to sign it because we know it won't happen. You know, I mean, because all they're doing is helping get awareness with the one your dad made. And yesterday I was sharing it again, and Facebook told me that I was I was abusing the petition or something, that I needed to stop. Like for the day, so I okay, I stopped. And I didn't do it today because, like, I've been saying since we got back from New York, okay, I'm going to start, you know, going to bed like at 10:30 or, you know, between 10:30 and 11. Last night it was, Neil went to sleep somewhere. So it was like 1 o'clock before I went to bed. The night before that was almost 3 o'clock. And it's like, why? I don't want to get in the habit of staying up late.
Right.
You know.
Is it because New York was an hour ahead?
I don't know. I mean, I guess for those 5 days it messed with me. You know. So, you know, I was staying up later and getting up earlier, you know, because like there 7 o'clock was my 6 o'clock, you know, for certain things. I don't know, and it's just like been trying to, you know.
It's not like whenever daylight savings time ends and begins, you got to switch your sleep schedule for it, and it always messes with me because I'm like, I like
it takes a while. Yeah.
And I have a routine that I do every night. I listen to my music till about 12 o'clock till midnight, and then I go to bed. And I wake up at 9:30 for school. And I do that every day. But whenever daylight savings time or whatever happens, my sleep schedule gets thrown off completely, and I either sleep too much or sleep too little.
Right.
It could be that.
I mean, yeah, it takes me like a month or so to really adjust because when the sun's down, it's like, you know, during the winter when it's, you know, it gets dark early, 8:30, I'm in bed, laying down watching TV. Now it's like, oh, this screws me up. But then today I want to say I slept 4 hours on the sofa. Like, I don't even remember. Yeah, I mean, I remember getting tired, and I'm like, let me stop what I'm watching on my DVR, just put it on a regular channel. And so I did that, and I started watching whatever it was I was watching. And I think it was, I don't know if it was the Transformers or something that was on, and I fell asleep. And I know when I woke up, whatever show I was watching wasn't playing anymore. And I looked at the time, and it was like 5 o'clock. And I'm like,
okay.
Dang, how long did I sleep? Because the last, like, I woke up at 8 something, and Mia texted me at 10 to go get her at her friend's house. So I went and get her, came home, laid on the sofa, and I was like, oh, God, I think today's just going to be my lazy day. Because yesterday, did so much freaking laundry, and my neck was killing me from folding it. And because I got the new dryer, so it's like everything that was that I didn't fold at my mom's house was all wrinkled, so I threw it back in the dryer to unwrinkle it before I, folded it and everything. So I did, I think, 5 or 6 batches of clothes. And then I go in his room. Well, girl, Mia thinks if she sleeps in a short and a shirt and she wakes up and she changes, it's dirty. I'm like, Mia, you sleep in it. What, it's not dirty.
Right, unless you go outside, it's not really dirty.
Right.
I don't understand because I take a shower every day. Whenever sometimes whenever I don't go outside, and I change my clothes and my laundry and stuff, which I have that big red blanket that I bought off Petition and it's clean, and I like to wash and everything. So whenever I do laundry, I like to throw everything there, and it turns some of my clothes pink.
Pink.
Which I don't mind. That's what I want to happen.
Right, and you like pink, so.
Mhm. Yeah.
I mean, that's
now,
one
of my shirts, I did this too. When I blamed it on the blanket, but it wasn't really the blanket. I had.
Oh yeah, the one you did.
The pink one with the colored pencil. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh. And I'm like, it's a little bit polka spotted where the more pigmented parts were. Oh, I know it's off subject, but okay. So since I've been in prison and in jail, total, I've seen these weird spots on my belly, like
Weird spots on your belly?
Yeah, like you know what a cafe mark is?
A what?
A cafe or mark.
No. Is that like a beauty mark or something?
It's like a beauty mark, but it's not dark like a mole. It's just a slight discolorated skin, like darker than your original.
Okay.
Like skin tone.
Okay.
And I come up with new ones. Like I was born with some. Like I have one on my butt. I have one on my thigh. Different places like that. But I was born with that.
But you're going out in the sun more and everything, and
my tummy hasn't seen sun yet.
I know it doesn't touch your stomach, but when you're getting that vitamin D on your body, that's soaking up. That's it's going everywhere. That vitamin D soaking up. So that could be it. I mean, certain medications, and I'm not saying that, I'm just saying in general, like some medications that some people are on, like birth control, let's say when I was on birth control pills, I had different color spots, and not just a round dot. It was like splotches, it looked like, on my forehead, on my cheek. And I was telling it to my mom, I'm like, what the hell? I said, one of them looks like it's the shape of freaking Texas on my forehead. I mean, it really did. And it was like, it wasn't dark like you describing. It was like really, really light, but I could see it.
Right. It's like
me that hardly goes anywhere.
Darker than your skin.
Right. If I don't have to wear makeup, I ain't wearing makeup. I just, and I was like, oh, crap. Now when I go to the store, I'm going to have to put some on to cover it. It was there and on one of my cheeks. Well, a few years, I want to say a year after I was off the birth control, when Dad got his vasectomy, it cleared up. It went away. And some medications do that. Sometimes it could be just your body changing or whatever. I mean, I don't know.
Because I'm like, I don't know what it's from. Because I'm like, I'm not on any medication, and I know that I was on a lot of medication, and now I'm off that medication. And started whenever I was in county, and it started with one that's like on my rib cage, and it was small then. But since I've been, been in here, it's gotten larger and larger. And now I got one on both breasts and one by my belly button that I just noticed. That's brand new. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, I don't know if I should go to sick call and ask them, why is this happening? Because I know I
maybe you
see
could
a dermatologist.
Maybe you could find something in the library about it.
I'm going to see if there's any medical books, which I know that they do have, like, one for children, or I'm going to see if there's any encyclopedias or something for, medical skin conditions or something, because I used to see a dermatologist for my moles because I have so many moles. And I had to have one removed even because it was starting to itch. And it's like, I know it's not skin cancer or whatever because it doesn't burn.
Right.
It doesn't itch. It's just, it's new and it's larger. So, I mean, I just want to try to do some research on it before I get freaked out about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably nothing.
Right.
It could be just, like I said,
also,
maybe.
I never used to go out in the sun, so that's
right.
New, me going out in the sun.
Right, that is new. I mean, you're finally getting color to your face, to your arms.
Yeah. I got color to one side of my arm, but then the underside is still the same color. I need to kind of tan the other side.
Well, yeah, like my left arm is a little bit darker than my right because when I'm driving, the sun's hitting my left arm.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, it's no count time, so I have to get off the phone.
Yeah.
I have like 500 something minutes on the phone that I put on.
Damn.
We talk a lot.
Yeah, we do. I mean, and Dad's like, he has no problem with, you calling and we staying on the phone for an hour and 30 minutes or an hour or whatever. He doesn't mind that. He actually loves it. I mean, because all he's ever wanted was for me and you to have this relationship, and we are.
Yeah, and now I have a large phone bill, and I'm going to put like 500 minutes. Cool. Oh, I got to check in the kiosk the other day, and it keeps a list of like who I call and how long I spent on the phone and stuff, and I'm like 45 minutes, 73 minutes. If there's like a 30-minute call, that's a short call.
Yeah, because we have been on the phone for 1 hour and 18 minutes.
Yeah.
I think the longest we ever talked was 2 hours because at 1 hour and 30 minutes, it'll say you have 1 minute left, and then you called me right back. And we talked until you had to go to count.
Yeah.
My mama was like, oh, my God, Kristy. She's like, I know you've always told me, like, y'all have a lot to say. She said, but I didn't realize y'all had that much to say. And I said, yeah. I said, it's like we just bullshit, talk about everyday things. I said, as you could see, because, I mean, you were on speaker when I was over there, but she was like, she had went talk to my stepdad on the phone. And look, she's just like me. You could tell her anything. I mean, she raised me, and that's how I'm raising y'all. You dealing with me, with this open mind concept. And, okay, I may not like what you do sometimes, but I still love you, and you're going to live and learn. If I tell you, do you want advice and you decide not to go with that, advice, I'm not going to tell you I told you so. I'm just going to say I hope you learned your lesson,
Yeah.
So, and she was like, oh, Kristy, I'm so glad that y'all could talk like that. And I'm like, I said, it took a while, I said, she was, I said, I was always talking to her, like, very freely and everything. I said, and, just baby steps and everything. And I was like, I wouldn't have it any other way. I said, I know when she's going to come home, I said, her and I are going to be like in the kitchen doing stuff, watching movies and, and doing a lot of stuff together. I said, because probably when she comes home, I said, Mia's probably going to be off in college.
Right.
I'm going to have to be all to myself.
Right, and you will be all there alone while Dad's at work and everything.
Right.
That's been
right.
Been a long time at work.
Right. I mean, and then you could, and I'm so used to it, and, and it's like then, you could go do something with your brother or Rayleigh, if they're still together at that time, I mean, or,
One thing that I am like Dad is I do like to go and do stuff a lot. I like to go.
Yeah.
People look at me while I'm here and they think, oh my God, are you gonna be this way on the outside? I'm like, no, I'm gonna be very sociable on the outside, and then I want to do lots of stuff on the outside. The only reason why I don't
we're gonna definitely
is because I don't want to talk to people here. It's like I have nothing in common with some of these people. So it's like I don't want to be that sociable with people that I really don't want to talk to.
Right. I mean, we could go to the movies, we could go eat out, we could go to the mall. Dad will not come shopping with us. He hates to bring me shopping with a passion. He'd rather suffer with hemorrhoids, to be honest, than go and shop. Yeah, he hates it. I don't like to go shopping with her either because she takes forever, and it's like I like by every dressing room. I'm like, oh God, thank God they have a chair. So I'll just go sit there until she's finished shopping. Or like when we go to Target or something, or or Marshalls, I go find me a chair, and I sit on the chair, and I'm like, just come find me when you're done. I'm gonna be right here, unless I have some stuff to go look at. Then I'll tell her, look, I'm gonna be over here. Call me when you're ready to go try on some stuff or whatever, and this and that. So, hope they're calling you. On your account, girl.
Okay. Well, I love you. And thank you so much for being my mom, my therapist, my best friend, my everything. Thank you.
Thank you for allowing me to be everything for you.
Well, on that note, I know I have good dreams.
Yeah. I love you.
I love you, too. And I'll call you throughout the week.
Yeah, and look, if it gets hard on you Saturday, please don't hesitate to call me, sweetie. And if you just need to cry, I'll be here to listen.
Okay, I appreciate it. I love you, Mom. Have a good night.
I love you too, babe. You too. Bye-bye.
The caller has hung up. Hello, this is a free call from an offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press 2. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hello?
I'm so glad you called back. I was on the phone with Dad, and I was like, Gypsy's calling, I gotta go. Gypsy's calling, I gotta go. He was like, okay, and he said something else. I'm like, I gotta go. And when he was like, okay, I'm hanging up. And when he was going to hang up, you hung up. I'm like, shit. He's like, why? I said, she hung up.
Oh. Well, I thought you may have been asleep, so I want to call back like a little bit later. But I had just got off the phone with Michelle, and she said that it's not true. She's not writing a book on my life. It was something
Okay.
that she thought about a while back, but
Okay.
then changed her mind on.
Oh, good. Good. So there's no conflict. Good.
Right, no. And she told me that she kind of wrote like an outline for a script for Hulu. And I think in August is whenever they're going to kind of go over it and make a decision.
Right. That's the deadline, yeah.
Right. And she told me that it's the same producers as the people that do one of my favorite shows called The Magicians on Sci-Fi.
Right.
So I'm like,
He
oh,
is
that's
a
cool.
sci-fi. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sci.
and she was like, I told them that you were a big fan of the show and that you got a big kick out of it and stuff. But we just kind of got catching up and everything. And I told her that about the lot of mail that I've been getting and stuff. And she's got like a little thing on her phone that I guess it's a Google account or something that every time I like a search for my name peaks, it hits like a little peak where a lot of people search it at a time or something, and it alerts her. So,
oh, wow.
so she's been kind of keeping up with that.
Okay.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Well, the new article came out that me and Aaron did. You know, your dad. You been getting your emails?
No.
Okay. Dad wrote a petition for you.
That's what I was calling about, because Michelle mentioned that. And I was like, I know that Dad had wanted to do one, and so did Bobby. And,
right.
Well, she had said that they have like 700 signatures already.
Well, it's almost at 1,000.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
He was like, my goal is to reach 100, and I'm like, you're gonna reach They had 500 people signed it within an hour.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I want the link to it. If you have if you have the link to it, because all these people that are writing me, I can tell them to go and look at the link and they can sign it.
Well, I could get Dad to print it up for you.
Okay, yeah.
You know, and you could read it.
Yeah, because I'm like, it's probably an online petition, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's probably a reach
okay.
a lot of people.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to read you the interview.
Okay.
It's from Hello and Giggles. That's the name of their website. Exclusive 17 things that weren't shown in Mommy, Dad, and Dearest as revealed by the director and Gypsy Rose's stepmom. It goes on, to, explain some of the things that's in, the documentary. Okay, we're not even going to read that because, we've read that 100 times, so you.
Right.
Anna and I have written articles about Mommy, Dad, and Dearest since its premiere in May, which eventually caught the eye of Erin Lee Carr. Erin Lee Carr, the documentary's brilliant director. And she had tweeted underneath their one of their things, Erin said, I have some answers for you. They retweeted back to her, okay. Then they say, soon after, Kristy Blanchard, Gypsy's candid and caring stepmom, reaches out to us as well. I could answer a few more of these questions. So they called us. She was there. So, Erin and Kristy then spoke with us on the phone, sharing honest and sometimes very upsetting information about Gypsy and Dee Dee that you can't find in the documentary. Here are some shocking revelations from our conversation. Number one, Kristy discovered disturbing things in Dee Dee's home after the murder. We found samples of Gypsy's DNA in the freezer, stated Kristy. Why? I don't know. I asked Gypsy about it, and she was like, Mom, I don't know why she did that. Second one, Dee Dee and Kristy were co-workers at one point. Now, they messed this up because it says when Rod met me, but me and Daddy had known each other for years. But they didn't correct that. They didn't have time to correct that. Dee Dee was going to nursing school, said Kristy. Dee Dee and I worked together at our hospital. I was a receptionist and she was a nurse's aide. You pick up things in your work environment. So it's not that she didn't have any medical background. She did. Dee Dee sold prescription pads from the hospital where she brought Gypsy. They had put that she had stole one from where we had worked together because they had sent me a copy of it before, and I was like, nope, there's a correction here. And it wasn't pads. It was just a prescription pad, but they put pads. It says when I searched her house, I found prescription pads, which is only one pad, that Dee Dee stole from the hospital from under the bed. And we could tell it had been used, Kristy explained. How the hell can you steal that? Doctors always have it on them.
Right.
Doctors always have it on them. One of them must have put it down and she must have grabbed it. I don't know. So a lot of that medication you see in the closet probably is a lot of what Dee Dee probably prescribed, and gave out the prescription herself. Kristy wondered, and we had talked about this, you and I, Kristy wondered if Dee Dee would have murdered Gypsy based on the fact that Dee Dee said that she hoped they'd die at the same time. Dee Dee, and this is a quote, and Dee Dee used to tell me all the time that if she goes, she hopes Gypsy goes at the same time because one couldn't live without each other, Kristy revealed. She is now thinking back to that. It's like, would she have really killed her daughter and then killed herself, or would have she killed Gypsy and said, don't do an autopsy because of her illnesses? Which you and I have spoke about that. Number 5, Kristy is upset with the doctor who didn't report the Munchausen by proxy syndrome despite suspecting it. It kind of made me angry that Dr. Bernardo Flasterstein didn't want to report it. Like he said, Gypsy wasn't being abused. She was being overtreated. To me, it's the same thing. You're overtreating a child, Kristy disclosed. Kristy and Aaron give credit Gypsy's surprising eloquence of her love of Harry Potter reading. I think that Gypsy taught herself a lot of things, Aaron told us. She loved Harry Potter. I think she had that curiosity because of what happened to her. She was basically held hostage for a number of years. She had a curiosity in the world. Her brain is moving and thinking at this at a sort of a rapid pace. Kristy recalled what it was like to see Gypsy for the first time after the murder. And this is how I explained it. I said, first time seeing her, she was like a scared little puppy that was in the rain, shivering cold, because you were just so nervous and, you were hunched, and nervous. So that's kind of how I explained it, like a little stranded puppy, scared,
Yeah.
That's how I explained it. Number 8, Kristy has become an incredibly important role model in Gypsy's life. Kristy is the first woman who would listen to Gypsy. Kristy is the first person who was not like, all right, shut up, Aaron stated. Gypsy has dreams of raising a family. Gypsy has told me that one day when she gets out that she wants to be able to grow a family, Kristy revealed. She had mentioned that one of her cellmates and her, I don't know why they said it like this, like that one of your cellmates and her cellmate said, well, aren't you scared to raise your child like your mom did? And Gypsy said, what I've learned is how not to raise my child, how my mom raised me. I am learning how to raise my child by my mind, Kristy, I have now with the love, with the compassion, and with the love, and with being honest and being there for a child for all the right reasons. How you feel about that?
That's really good.
Okay.
That's
Because I know we did talk about it, you know.
Right.
Number 10, Dee Dee made sure that people couldn't physically see into their home, likely helping her to protect her lives.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
I could say that in my sleep when she comes on there and says that. Dee Dee and Gypsy's windows were covered up by this contact paper, so it looks like stained glass, Kristy explained. So you couldn't see in the house at all, not in the front anyway. While Dee Dee was sleeping, Gypsy would walk around the house. I said, during one of our prison visits, Kristy asked Gypsy, did your mom let you walk in the house? According to Kristy, Gypsy responded, no, not really. Kristy added, but when Dee Dee was sleeping, she would walk around the house. Because, I mean, you did when she was sleeping, you know, went to the bathroom, this and that. It's not like you ran a marathon, you know. 12, Gypsy was too afraid to ever walk in public. When I asked Gypsy why she never walked in public, even though she knew she could, Gypsy told Kristy, there are some things Mom said that people wouldn't forgive me for or forgive us for, according to Kristy. That was one of them. So she just did what her mom told her to do, because she thought if she got up and walked that people would hate her, that people would never want to speak to her again. Aaron added, they get into arguments where Dee Dee said, if you tell anybody, then I'm going to go to jail. And though this is further manipulation, Gypsy didn't know about the rules of the outside world. Of course, she watched television and was able to understand a basic sense, but in her mind, she thought if she told anyone, her mom would go to jail and she'd be alone. Aaron continues, there was no sense of reality when it came to these discussions because her mom fed her these lies from such an impressionable age that Gypsy didn't know what the truth was. Next one, 13. According to Kristy, it was a struggle to ever get Gypsy alone on the phone. We've asked her many times, like who would call Gypsy on her birthday or just to check in on her, and Dee Dee was never, oh, hold on, let me get her. It was, oh, she's taking a nap or she's not feeling good, I'll have you call her later, Kristy disclosed. So there was never a phone call when Gypsy was by herself. Any normal kid, when you're going to call and say, okay, your birthday is coming up or Christmas is coming up, what do you want for Christmas on your birthday? They're going to shoot 10 things off the back of their hand. Gypsy would just tell us nothing but love. Dee Dee took credit for things that Rod and Kristy did for Gypsy. Kristy continued. 2 days later, Dee Dee would call us and say, Gypsy wants a Nintendo DS, a TV for her room, so Rod would order it online and ship it to her. And not once did Dee Dee say, oh, look what your dad sent. It was, oh, look what Mom got.
Right.
Number 15, Dee Dee wanted to be seen in a Mother Teresa light, type of light. Aaron revealed, Dee Dee wanted to be seen as like a Mother Teresa type giving character. Kristy is in awe of the fact that Gypsy survived growing up with an abusive mother. She didn't die at a young age, Kristy said when speaking about Gypsy. She beat the odds. You know, most kids with a parent with such as this don't live to be a teenager. The parents kill them. Mm-hmm. Kristy and Gypsy have conversations about Munchausen by proxy syndrome. That's when I told you about your mom making the top 5.
Right.
I said, Dee Dee made the top 5 worst cases of Munchausen by proxy. I read the whole article to Gypsy. She'll call me, I'll put her on speaker, and I'm like, oh, let me read you this. And she doesn't get upset or anything like that. She's like, oh, wow. And I'm like, Gypsy, no. And I'm like, do you understand, Gypsy, how lucky you are? I mean, everybody failed her. She was thought that she was, and she thought we didn't want anything to do with her. So she did what she had to do. I don't condone it. I do not condone it, but I understand why. And that's the end.
That's a great
article. Yes, Dad was like really happy with it because he was on the boat. So they have more stuff, but they're going to break it into like separate, spread it out.
Yeah.
And stuff. But I think it was finally that there were things in the documentary that wasn't shown, and people are like scratching their heads and like,
right,
what
like
the hell?
Right,
and how they have answers to it. And like I told them, because Erin had to hang up because she had to make another phone call. And I said, we just want awareness. That's what we want. I said, if Gypsy's story could save a life,
right,
then we did our job.
Exactly. And it's like, it is very important to me. And it's like, I was talking to my roommate the other night, and she's like, what do you want to do when you get out? And I'm like, I just want to really help children who have been abused, because it seems like
right.
what I'm most passionate about. And
right.
Like,
yeah, because
I know that with my charge, I don't think I could work with a living creature. I can't be a doctor. I can't be a nurse, which I don't even want to go into that field because I've been there all my life. But I know that I can't. There's things that my child limit me from doing, but
right.
it might be that way. But if I could just be an advocate, that would be awesome.
Right. Writing your book would be, and you could bring your book, to
right.
wherever, and you could probably go on talk shows, and talk
like
to.
I want to help, and I feel like if you have a story that can help people, then why not share it? I know that I'm kind of a shy person whenever it comes to speaking in front of crowds. I didn't used to be, but I think it's because I was under a disguise before, and now it's just me. It is me. So
right.
It's kind of scary because I'm a little more shyer now. But it's
right.
You'll
overcome that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll overcome it. I mean, basically, what your dad pretty much says. Okay, on July 5th, 2016, Gypsy Rose Blanchard received a sentence of 10 years to a Missouri state prison after reaching a plea deal to charges of second-degree murder of her lifelong abusive mother. The case was highly profiled and received national coverage. HBO made a documentary called Mommy, Dead, and Dares, directed by Aaron Lee Carr, which aired May 15, 2017. The documentary features home movies, interviews from family members, doctors, friends, experts, attorneys, and a one-on-one with Gypsy filmed the same day she accepted the plea deal. It is a non-biased look at the case and will certainly challenge anyone to really think whether or not Gypsy is now where she deserves to be. Gypsy was forced all her life to fake a long list of ailments and illnesses, including leukemia, vision and hearing impairment, sleep apnea, retardation, muscular dystrophy, a chromosome disorder,
and digestive disorders. Her mother, Dee Dee Blanchard, suffered from a disease called Munchausen by proxy syndrome, a relatively rare form of child abuse that involves the exaggeration or fabrication of illnesses or symptoms by a primary caregiver. Dee Dee convinced multiple doctors that Gypsy was a sick child all her life, starting at the age of just 3 months old. By 6 years old, Gypsy was deemed paralyzed from the waist down from muscular dystrophy and had a feeding tube implant. The whole time being completely healthy and forced to fake her symptoms during doctor visits while out in public. Even her closest neighbors and friends had no clue Gypsy's predicament. By her late teens, Dee Dee began documenting Gypsy's actual age as much younger, and was shaving Gypsy's head and telling everyone Gypsy had leukemia and she was retarded. Dee Dee completely controlled Gypsy's food intake through a feeding tube, oftentimes medicating her without knowing while she slept. Dee Dee convinced doctors to remove Gypsy's saliva glands by applying Oragel numbing cream in her mouth so it appeared that she was drooling constantly. Her teeth fell out from all the medication that Dee Dee had pumped into her over the years. Gypsy tried running away once and was caught within 4 hours. Then Dee Dee handcuffed her to the bed for 2 weeks. Dee Dee was using Gypsy's illness as a part of her scamming multiple organizations for money, housing, care, Disney trips, attention, free flights to hospital. After anonymous calls were placed about Gypsy's well-being, local police department visited their home, and Dee Dee convinced them that Gypsy was being well taken care of and her illnesses were legitimate. At this point, Gypsy says she had no other way out of this life of their captivity, confined to a wheelchair, a feeding tube, and very limited social interaction. Although having been educated to a second grade level, Gypsy became desperate after falling in love with Nicholas Godejohn, 27, a young man from Wisconsin whom she met on a Christian dating website. Gypsy tried coordinating a meeting between Nicholas and Dee Dee at a local theater, and Dee Dee totally despised him, as Gypsy recalls. So here she was, captive all her life, in love with no escaping Dee Dee, her own mother. Nicholas suffers from a form of autism and has displayed having multiple personalities from the evidence presented in court. Gypsy and Nick planned and murdered Dee Dee in her sleep. He said June 13th. I told him it was the 10th. He didn't change it. But he's like, it don't matter. I'm like, okay. Nicholas stabbed Dee Dee multiple times and slit her neck while Gypsy hid in the bathroom. Together, they fled to Nicholas's parents' home back in Wisconsin, thinking they could finally be together and Gypsy could be free at last. Gypsy recalls and acknowledges what she did was wrong without hesitation, and admits now that 10 years in prison is better than 10 years of living under her mother's abuse. I am Gypsy's father, Rod Blanchard. I, too, was led to believe Gypsy was sick her whole life. Dee Dee and I were married and separated during her pregnancy. I was 17 and Dee Dee was 23. She was really 24, but he's not good with numbers. I have always tried to be the best father I could, but Dee Dee always kept my relationship with Gypsy very limited. I always provided financial and moral support to them. Even after Gypsy turned 18, I continued to pay $1,200 a month in child support payments because I was convinced that Gypsy was disabled and Dee Dee spent all her time caring for Gypsy. They were located from Louisiana to Missouri after Hurricane Katrina in 2005, and they would become unavailable just prior to my planned visits to see them. We maintained a relationship, but only by phone calls, cards, and gifts. Dee Dee always coached, filtered, and monitored Gypsy and I's communications. We have all failed Gypsy, her mother, the doctors, the police, and myself. Any one of us could have done more to free her from the hell with her mother. She never had a chance. She was brainwashed and threatened, lived in fearful capacity in a child's body her entire life. She never got to blossom into the beautiful young woman she deserves to be. I'm about to start crying.
No.
How is this any different than a wife snapping and killing her abusive husband? Why? Because she planned it? She believed it was her only escape. This was her reality. Watch the documentary. Watch her interview. I am petitioning for any relief to Gypsy's 10-year sentence. A shorter sentence, perhaps relocation to a facility where she can get the better help she needs. Gypsy has a loving family and a community supporting her every step of the way to freedom. She calls home 3 to 4 times a week and spends hours on the phone with her amazing stepmother, my wife, Kristy. She has a younger brother, Dylan, 22, and a sister, 16. She has suffered long enough. Please help her come home. She is serving time in Chillicothe's Correctional Center in Missouri. She is eligible for parole in 2024. She'll be 32. She appears completely healthy and is in good spirits, although we don't know if there's any long-term physical effects from the abuse. Thank you for your signature and support.
Oh,
Like the tears of your daddy loves you, baby. There's 960 people so far, baby. And this is for the governor of Missouri. People, there are going to be people, Rita, that has written to you many times. She lives in Missouri. She is going to, and she's going above and beyond for us right now. She is going to get all the information, the addresses and everything, because so many people in the support group are like, I want the address to the governor. I want to write a letter. So a lot of people are not just signing this petition, baby. They are writing a letter to bring you home or to bring you somewhere where you could get rehabilitated, and learn how to deal. Because, you're getting your GED and everything, and I think that's wonderful, but you really need to learn how to deal with what your mom did. And you need to finally say, you know what? I'm like, you go, get that help, and one day you're going to be like, you know what? I'm okay now. I'm healed. Now, the 2 people that I thought would be all for it is Nona and what's her name? Marsha. They do not want to sign the petition. And
maybe I'm afraid that I'll go to kind of like where they put all the crazy people for Nick is probably.
No, that's not where. That's not in our plan, baby. We're not gonna send you to like this mental ward. Not. You ever watched the movie Girl Interrupted with Angelina Jolie and Winona Ryder?
No, I wasn't allowed to.
Okay, well, they in the psycho hospital, okay, and I'm like telling them, no, it's not no Girl Interrupted shit. We want to, maybe once
they agree, that's maybe when we could call Dr. Phil and say, hey, help us.
Right.
Let's get Gypsy, out. Hell, you might. I never done a petition before, or anything, but I know a lot of petitions work.
Yeah.
And
I know that they work, and I know that, the governor has power enough to give me clemency. He can give me anything he wants. He could make it to where, hey, she served enough.
He could read it all and say he could read it all and say, just let her go home.
Mhm.
And
they have power because it goes through court systems and
Right.
But
Right.
I think the governor has that power, and I'm like, I'm a little bit by how good that did. It did really, really, really good.
Yeah. Well, we in the biggest fight of our lives for you right now.
Yeah.
We're not backing down. I told you something was in the works.
Just know that no matter what happens, if it doesn't, even if it doesn't work, I've accepted it. That hope has never went away to go home as early as possible.
Right.
I've accepted it, and it's
at least we're trying to.
Right. And yeah, at least people are starting to understand, and it's unbelievable how people are starting to stand up for me now.
Girl, look, there's people that have signed it from Australia, from the United Kingdom.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because I met a girl her name's Joanne. I'm eating at the same time. Her name's Joanne. I was playing, this was like 6 years ago, playing Farmville on the computer. And that's how I met her. So we would always talk in there. So we just end up adding each other, and we talk a lot, on Facebook. So, she was across the freaking world. Like, we always laugh because I'm in her past and she's in my future, because over there it's already Sunday. It's going on Sunday morning, and it's here Saturday. Because we all, I'm like, so what you see in my future? I tell her, stuff like that. Well, your dad, I don't know how he met this girl. I didn't even ask. Her name's Sarah Brown. She's an older lady. She's from the United Kingdom. I don't know if it was a game that they were playing and they just met, and developed a friendship like me and Joanne did. So, she has her friends over there signing this petition too.
Oh.
So,
Sweet.
it's people are telling me, oh, I'm in this group of kids and this group of kids. I'm putting it in. There's people, I'm reading this, and I'm like, I don't even know half of these people. But Marsha asked me why we weren't making a petition for Nick. And I was like, I can't believe she just asked me that. I'm like, look, I said, I don't want to sound harsh or anything. I said, but our priority is Gypsy. That is Rod's daughter and my stepdaughter. And I wanted to put daughter, but somebody probably would have said something stupid. So I just put it like that. Everybody else, I call you my daughter. Everybody else,
right.
you're like,
I'm I'm calling Mom tonight, and every time I write letters or whatever, it's always Mom. So.
Right. So I said, that's for Nick's family and friends to do that. That's not for us to do.
No.
And then my friend Janet, don't bite her tongue for nobody. And she's like, harsh. You're not even being harsh. And it's not your responsibility for Nick. You know, you're right, Kristy. It's his family to do this. You know?
Yeah.
And I was like, thank you.
His parents, it's his family that needs to do something for him. If they feel like that's the right thing to do.
Right.
I can't, I can't speak on their opinion. All I know is they obviously haven't been there for him because they never showed up to his court or anything. They never spoke out in support of him. So,
nope. All his daddy does is go in Belinda's group and bitch about the freaking mama. All he does. Like, I never even tried to even approach him. And one of my friends, Dawn, was like, well, you never tried to contact his parents. I'm like, why? Why? It would be a big, like, what can I say to these people? Think about it.
And it's like Nick is in my past. I'm not connected with him anymore.
Exactly. But people are thinking, some people think that I should get a hold of them and discuss what happened. Well, they got a freaking phone too.
What would be the point of that?
What can I say? Then it would be, oh, I'm sorry, oh. And then they would start talking bad about you, and then I would, get pissed off and start talking bad about, Nick. It wouldn't go well.
No.
It would, so it's like, yeah, I'm like, so why even engage that? It's freaking ridiculous.
Right. Immaturity, and it's like, there's no point to it. There's absolutely no reason why that should be done. It's over. It's done. I know he's still on his side of the case, but guess what? I have to go through my side of the case without him. So why should I or any of us have to cater to what's going on with him right now? That's his side of the case. His family can contact me and be like, oh, I'm so sorry, my son got you in this mess. Or I'm so sorry, my son.
Yeah.
Something like that. But no, we did.
Right. Oh, I'm gonna tell you something. You're gonna like this. JT, it's a girl. I don't know if she wrote you yet. She's from Canada.
I think her name's Jen.
She goes by JT, like Jaytee.
Well, I just got a letter from someone in Canada today.
She did tell me that. She says, Kristy, Mother and Blanche, can you tell Gypsy next time you see her and tell her that her friend from Canada loves Harry Potter too. And I have a Deathly Hallows tattoo. And I hope we can get matching tattoos one day. That's all I'll let you know, so I'm letting you know.
I just got a letter from her today because I was like, I had read that part that she likes Harry Potter and she's from Canada. So yeah, I got her letter today. So she's on the people that I'm gonna write back. It was kind of weird. I got a couple of pictures because I'm like, I brought back someone and maybe I can get pictures, but it's not with the letter and things like that. And he sends me like a picture, a regular picture, and another picture, and then I with him with his shirt off. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like,
now, Tiffany sent your daddy a message asking if you have been getting email. And he sent it to me, saying she's been trying to. She was like, I've been sending her emails and all every day. I don't know if she's getting them. So he sent it to me. So this is what I told. And I didn't say nothing that, oh, by the way, I'm not a snake in the grass. I didn't even go there. Because I'm not going to do that.
Right.
Rod sent me a message because I could explain it better. They have been having problems with their email system in the last week or two. If you write on the back of a picture, they will send it back because it's considered a letter, which is stupid. You have to send letters and pictures separately. If she can't receive them, she has to buy stamps to send them back, and that takes her time. So I said I missed her call earlier because I was on the phone with Rod. I went to answer, but hung it up. Hopefully she calls me again, and I will ask her and let you know. She's like, okay, I write on all the back so she knows what they are. I sent 4 envelopes. She mailed 4 out today. If she doesn't get them, I'll have to reprint them when I get back from Jamaica. I said, well, have fun on the cruise. I said, I know I have to make copies of one that I sent her. I said, it's the most stupid rule ever when it comes to pictures. She said, yes, because she wants to know. Yes, because she needs to know what and when I took it. She wants some of the cruise, and I won't be able to tell her about it. It's fucked up. I said, you'll have to write it in a letter, in a separate letter, explaining, the pictures. Yeah. And then she started telling me, it's been a rough 2 years, losing my dad, and, and then she, then she says, well, that's retarded. I wasted 6 stamps, damn it. I'll have to get her some because I'm wasting them for her on my stupidity. Ugh.
Well, I mean, I had bought some stamps.
I know you bought a shitload. I know that. Yeah. They said they both.
Someone put $25 on my account. And so I used that money to buy stamps and envelopes from them because I'm getting so many orders. And usually I have a stack full of 30 stamps, 30 envelopes because I like to keep that on hand for the month.
Well, that's going by quickly because of the mail overload you're getting.
Oh, yeah, so much. But I'm like, I don't write everybody back. I kind of pick through which ones that I feel like I would like a letter back because I said, please write me back or something like that. I want to tell them thank you and stuff. So I like to do that.
Yeah.
Like whenever it's just,
it's the ones that you feel most, ones you feel most connected with, yeah.
Yeah.
And I did tell them, I'm like, look, y'all, she gets 4 to 5 letters a day. I don't know when she's I can't tell y'all when she's going to write y'all back. I mean, what else they want me to tell them?
It's like I've gotten letters that have said, I'm your biggest fan. Please write me. Can I write you, please?
Well, some people tell me they don't. Yeah, some people are like, I'm a writer. She don't need to write me back, but I'm going to write her. I'm like, that's cool. It
makes me
happy. Girl. Yeah, because we know definitely for sure there's close to 1,000 people that, but tomorrow morning there's going to be over 1,000 people that signed that petition.
So how many signatures does someone have to have?
I say sky's the freaking limit. The more we get, the better we,
Yeah.
I don't know. Your daddy's the one that looked and researched it, and he let Mia read it before he sent it. He let Aaron read it. He let Bobby read it. Aaron was going to send it to
Allison. So we all read it before he posted it, and he still didn't correct some of the stuff I told him.
It's fine. I think it was wonderful.
Yeah. It's just that numbers. He's bad with freaking numbers, like dates. He can't remember. You know, he thought me it was in third grade for 4 years or something, you know?
I mean, you're going to go into, like, oh, which she was 23.
Right. Right.
So it doesn't matter.
You're not going to be that technical.
I think it was very well written. I mean, I'm impressed with Dad's writing skills.
Look, that's what I told him. I said, I'm glad you wrote it, because if it would have been me, it would have been 20 pages long, because I would have wrote extensively about situations. He's like, yeah, that's why I didn't get you to do it. I mean, yeah. I mean,
I think it's great. And, I mean, give it like a week, and who knows how many, you know.
Right.
So, and.
Exactly.
I'm going to keep it in my prayers, is what I'm going to say. I'm going to give it to God, you know.
Right.
Now, what does Mike think?
Huh?
What does Mike think about it?
I don't know.
Do you think
he never? He didn't. Well, he didn't. I'm sure. I mean, he's seen it. It's up. I mean, I had it on my page. Daddy had it on his page. So many people shared it. Patty signed it.
Cool, cool.
So
yeah.
I think it would have been a bad idea. He would have texted me or your dad.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's offended by it. You know what I'm saying? He can't be. You know?
Right.
I mean,
it
because
was a desperate plea, you know. It was risky, so, I mean.
Yeah, right. He did what he needed to do on his end. Now let us do what we got to do. You know?
Right, right. Because it's kind of working out perfectly, because it's like, what happens if I went to the trial and got a life sentence without parole, and, you know, nobody wanted to sign any kind of petition or anything like that. I put it that way. But it's not working that way. So, I mean, it's a blessing. And whatever happened, and I just am so thankful for everybody trying. And I'm
right, you know.
Amazing.
You know, I mean, it's not like, okay, Gypsy, and you in there for 10 years, and we're going to see you when you get out in 10 years, you know. We're going to go pick you up. No. We're going to fight, you know. I mean, and like in the doc, everybody said they want to make me a shirt that says, I got you. Because at the end of the documentary, I tell you, I got you. We got you. So it's like, a lot of my friends are like, I want to make a shirt that says for you. I want to buy you a shirt or get a shirt made for you. It says hashtag I got you. Just, you know, I was like, yeah, I mean, I you know, it's like, yeah, I got you. I got you. Don't worry, I got you.
Yeah.
You know.
I got you.
All right.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you called, and I'm glad that I got to read both articles.
Yes, it was a good article. I mean, it answered a lot of the questions. I was even telling the show,
Right.
I was like, people are starting to make up their own things about, like, how I feel about mom and stuff like that, and it's so far from the truth and stuff. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's what people come up with.
Yeah. I know. I mean, when Erin reached out to these people, you know, I saw she had reached out to them first, you know, on Twitter. And then I reached out.
And I had looked at some of their stuff, and it was like, all good stuff. You know, it's not like a tabloid shit. Mm-hmm. One of my friend Tanya from the street sent me a text. I signed a petition. Everybody's like been, you know, like they'll sign. I signed it. Your dad's like, I'm still getting freaking friends requests out the ass. I'm like, you don't know them, don't add them. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yep. But if it didn't come from Gypsy saying, hey, I want this person to be added on.
Oh, yeah.
Then
talking about Rachel. Let me see. I got a friend's request from a girl. I don't know who this chick is, but she's friends with Rachel.
What?
I might have accepted it. I think I did accept it. I'm trying to find it. Well, that's not 4 hours ago. It would be. Look, crazy thing is I don't even remember freaking name. And I was like, I might have accepted it. I'm not sure. Like I said, I get so freaking many. I'm looking.
Well, I didn't tell anybody of Rachel's friends to friend you.
It was a girl.
Just may have been somebody that Rachel was talking about us to and saw you on her page. You know.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm thinking, well, if it's, you know, if she's friends with Rachel, then I guess she's okay. You know.
Well, I mean, to be perfectly honest, I wouldn't go accepting everybody on
I'm not.
Rachel's site or anything. You know, Rachel's the exception. I trust her, but I don't trust, you know, a lot of her friends or something. I'm very picky and choosy, you know, and I'm just cautious.
Yeah, girl, me too.
So
I'm cautious too. I mean, I checked out her shit before, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
but I don't see her, so I might have not added her at all. I might have deleted her.
Okay. Well, I didn't send anyone to your page or anything, like, not yet. If it's someone that wants to be added, I'll let them know. Oh, and Sebastian said that he's going to add you as a friend, whenever he gets out. I had to talk him into it. He's, like, nervous and stuff. I'm like,
oh,
God,
tell him
cool.
I'm the least of his worries.
I'm like, Mom is so cool. Don't worry about it. He's like, what happens if she don't like me? And I'm like, we chill.
Yeah, he needs to chill. Tell him I said he needs to chill. And if he doesn't send me a friend's request, I'm going to get mad at him.
Okay.
How about that?
I'm going to let him know.
That's what
you're
you
like,
tell him.
Okay, I'll send it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else has been going on here? Let's see. I had to smoke a cigarette because I was very stressed out.
Oh, that's okay.
And I was wanting to get to school on time, but a couple of things kept popping up. People wanted me to go get people and send for them, and I'm like, I don't know this person. I don't know their name. I don't socialize that much, even on my wing.
Right.
And they're like, go get this person.
You're like your dad.
Go get that person. I'm like, I don't know this person.
You're just like your dad. Your dad's the same way. He's like, no, I don't need no more friends, or I don't know those people. Why you want to go talk to them people? I don't know them people. You want to go talk to them people? You go talk to them people. That's your people. That's your people, he tells me.
That's your people.
You go talk to your people. That's your people. Like if I have, let's say I have a friend that does something like stupid. Kristy, that's your people. When his friends do something stupid, baby, that's your people. You know, I mean, we all got our people.
Right. Oh, and then I had did something so embarrassing the other day. I had thought I had taken back this book. I don't know if I told you that or not. I thought I had taken this book to the library and at school time. And I'm like, because the school and the library are connected. It's in the same building. And so usually if I check out a book, I can return it the next morning or whenever I go to school. Well, I go in the library, check out 3 books, because you can check up to 3 books.
Right.
And I checked 2 out, and then I was going to check a 3rd out. But they're like, you haven't checked back in math junior or whatever. And I'm like, I think I returned that book. And so I came back to the wing, checked all my stuff, couldn't find it. So I'm like, I think I returned the book. And so I go back upstairs, tell them I returned the book. They checked the shelves for it, wasn't there. They're like, well, sometimes things get mixed up, the drop box, it can slip under the drop box or something, so we'll look for it. So I said, okay. And so I come back, and then I'm talking about how I can't find this book to my roommate. She's like, look in my tote, look in my locker, it may have gotten mixed up. So I check in her tote, it's not there. Check in her locker, it was there. So I had to go back to the library and tell them my roommate had it.
Oh, Lord.
I was like, oh, there, because I could have swore. I'm like, I swore up and down that I did not have this book.
Hey, look, I can't tell you how many times I looked for my freaking glasses and they're on my face.
I've done that with my glasses, too. They were making fun of me the other day because I had my hair up and my glasses on, and I didn't have my teeth in, and they're like, you look like a granny. I'm like, just because I have my teeth in, are you serious? They're like, you need to wear them more often. I'm like, I wear them every day. I wear them 24/7, but sometimes I don't like wearing them because they rub on my gums, so I need a little grip from them. And so that's whenever, I feel comfortable and stuff. They're like, go put them back in. I'm like, fine.
Right.
Yeah. So I guess people tell me to wear my teeth. It's funny. But it's always good fun.
I'm putting some in the group right now.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you what I put.
Okay.
Wait, we gotta finish it. Okay. I'm on the phone with her now. I read her the article, which she loved. I read her the petition, and we both cried. She wants me to thank everyone for signing the petition, and whether it's a good outcome or not, she thanks everyone for caring for her the way you do.
Perfect.
Now, somebody already read it and liked it. And 2 people read it, liked it with 2 hearts.
Aw, they do have hearts now.
Girl, it's look, when I post something
This
on
call is
there,
from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
when I post on there, they freaking get on that like flies on shit. Fast.
Sure.
Like, fast.
Well, you're like the main source to the info. You know what I'm saying? You're like the mainstream.
Yeah. I'm the secretary. I'm
like, she was like, you need, it would be good if you could, like, see a therapist. I said, Mom's not there. Just ask my phone.
Yeah. I know, really, huh? So many people are, like, thanking me for stepping up to the plate, and jumping in, and I'm like, I wouldn't have it any other way. I really wouldn't. And like I did this little survey thing like on Facebook, and it's like, how many times you've been married? Once. How many times you've been engaged? Twice. How many kids you have? 3. And, so I did all of that, and then somebody put 3. You only have 2. And Jackie's she wasn't thinking. And I'm like, Gypsy's mine, and all the ways that matter. And she started laughing. She's like, oh, my God. She said, I had a brain fart. And I'm like, yeah, girl, you really did have a brain fart. And everybody laughed at her.
Funny. Oh,
yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. But, I mean, everybody has been good. I got added to one of the hate groups. I took a chance and requested to join, but it's really nothing bad. That's all calmed down.
That's good.
I mean, I have some people blocked, and I saw somebody put 2 comments under the article I read that me and Aaron did, and I can't read them. I'm like, oh shit, I blocked people, and I'm not unblocking them either. But I don't say nothing in that group. I just observe.
I mean, there's they can think what they want to think, and like
yeah.
I had thought about it, and I'm like, if Kristy or Christine or whatever Riley writes me or whatever, I'm like, I'm gonna hold back, because what I want to say is like, I don't understand why you just can't be happy for me that I'm, I've got a second chance at life here. I know that I did wrong. I feel guilt about that, but at the same time, I do believe that people should get a second chance, and why do you hate me so much? It's
because they're miserable with their own damn lives.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let this happen to somebody in their family and see how they do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, until you walk in our shoes, you won't know.
Right.
I mean, but I could tell you this. I'm a big buff on crime shows and this and that, and stuff like that. I was glued to the Casey Anthony trial, and when they found her innocent, and I was like, oh, this fucking bitch, she did it, this and that. She got away with it, or whatever. But I'm not going to go in nobody's group. Like, I didn't know groups were even existing like that. But I wouldn't even go in a group and say shit. I have never said one bad thing about Nick in the groups, because it's not my place. Nala's mom said she sends her love. Dylan's first fiance. The first one. The one I really wanted. Like, I just added Katrina back. She's freaking drama queen, her. I just added her back on Facebook. But, I mean, she supported judo from day one.
Yeah.
Nala's mom, so, Yeah. I mean, it's like, a lot of people, when they, talk about, Nick and this and that in there, and I'm like, I feel, the only thing I really say is, like, I feel sorry for him, because nobody goes for him. That's, you should never turn your back, on your kids.
Right.
No matter what they did.
Right. And, like, I had one person tell me here that, probably definitely not the best advice is whenever that guy wrote me or whatever for it. She's like, why don't you write him back and be like, well, tell him that y'all not together anymore, but you wish him the best or whatever. I'm like, but that would be a lot.
I think not writing back will speak more volume than if you write back.
Right.
So, like, and I'm sure he's going to get somebody else to write you.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that's going to happen,
Mhm.
but you just keep on ignoring them.
Keep on blocking them. Yep. And ignoring them.
You know,
Yeah.
you just keep ignoring them. Let me see how many signatures you have before we hang up.
Okay.
985. So 15 more people signed since we have been on the phone.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, girl. And people write that you could put your name and you could write comments.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so people, Michelle twittered up, did a tweet about it. Like my friend Casey that I went to school with, she lives in Texas now. You know, she agrees. You know, you need to, be in a get treatment.
Yeah.
She has been in jail her whole life. Now it's time for her to heal her wounds. Her mother gave her, it was self-defense. And just like my friend Abby, this is what she put. If she was kidnapped by a stranger and killed her captor to escape, she wouldn't be in prison today. She would have been reunited with her family, which is true.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You know, I mean, somebody, look, Dawn had asked me, said, oh, they're saying in one of the groups that Gypsy did the first infliction of Dee. I'm like, oh.
No.
I said, she did not. And the person was saying some other stuff, that was done to your mom that wasn't true, like where some of the stab wounds were. And look, I saw all the pictures. I sat in Mike's office. I saw every picture there was. And I'm like, I could know that where they are saying there are stab wounds on your mama, there was none.
Yeah,
and I'm like, but
different stuff.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even know that whenever I was going through the preliminary hearing or whatever, they had read like a little bit of the autopsy or whatever it was.
Right.
And like I knew that she had been stabbed. I didn't know how many times or anything.
I think it was 17. I want to say.
It was 12.
I counted 17.
Okay, because I'm like, I don't know. There had been a lot of girls talking in Greene County and like trying to come up with different stuff. And I heard rumors.
Right.
But,
yeah, you just gotta let that roll off your back.
Right, and like in the paperwork it said that she had a cut on the back of her neck.
She did.
And that's not something that Nick had told me. So I had to find that out in jail.
I could tell you where everyone is, but when you're ready.
Right. Right. And I'm like,
not
I
gonna.
know it's not like gruesome, but I know that it was probably the cut to her neck that is what lost the amount of blood.
The behind her neck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I'm going to tell you this right now, whenever, Tanya in the front of my street that Mia calls Nanny, she said, we love you, Gypsy. Whenever you get out, and it could be 10 years after you get out, 20 years after you get out, you know what I'm saying? And if you want to see all of it, you can. You won't be denied. Mike could send that out to you because it'll be public record.
Right, I know that. I mean,
but
it's not
I don't
something
think you need
to. No. I mean, I think that knowledge is enough. And, as long as I feel like as long as I know that he didn't rape her, I'm okay. And he admitted that he did not, he did not rape her. So I feel a sense of closure in that. So.
Yeah. I mean, I just, if you never want to see it, you don't see it.
Right. I mean, I don't think I need to. I think that would add to my guilt.
No. And you don't want to have dreams about it. I mean,
No.
I'm sure you do already.
Yeah, I do, and I wasn't
but you don't want to make right. You don't want to make that into a reality of like, okay, that's where every puncture. I'll say puncture wound.
Right.
It was.
Yeah.
So
they just closed the day room. Time for
yeah, I heard them.
Well, I love you, and
I love
will
you
talk
too.
to you later.
Okay, baby.
Love you.
I'm glad you called, and I'm glad I got to share all of that information with you.
Me too. I love you. You have a good night.
Okay.
And it was a great
I love
article.
you too. Okay. I'm glad we did good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
The caller has hung up. Hello, this is a free call from
An offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hello?
Hey, baby.
Hey, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering if you could text Mike and tell him that Gypsy wants to know if she can get her discovery.
Okay. Let me do that right now. He's probably recuperating because he went to a Metallica concert last night.
No.
Yeah.
Let me find out he likes hard rock.
Well, I know he sent me a text yesterday because this girl on Snapchat, on Twitter had said something like he should have tried harder or whatever, and I went and laid into this chick. Yesterday he said, Karina and I are getting ready for the Metallica concert at Busch Stadium. Last old school rock band I have to see. Okay. I'm on the phone with Gyps. And what you want to know?
If I can get my discovery.
Okay.
So, I know he's probably recuperating, but...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That sounds fun, though. I've never been to a hard rock concert. Like, whenever I was, 2, I think my first concert was Aerosmith, but I don't really remember it, so that doesn't count to me.
Yeah, I think there was another one, too, your mom brought you to. And I don't remember, but get this. I wake up this morning, and the first thing I see on Facebook was another petition for you from let me find it. This is what your dad posted. A complete stranger from Chicago has taken time to start a petition to the POTUS, which is President of the United States, for Gypsy's release. Please consider signing and sharing. So this is going straight to Trump.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, and his goal is 100,000. I shared it to the 1,980-something friends I have on Facebook. I tagged everybody. Like, you can only tag, 100 at a time. So
wow.
this poor young woman was subject to the
most outrageous childhood imaginable. The Declaration of Independence clearly states that the government's responsibility is to ensure that every American is entitled to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. Gypsy was not offered that right. She was falsely imprisoned by her mother, subjected to rigorous torture during the most crucial time in her emotional, mental, and physical development, and failed by the legal system, medical profession, and her friends and family, ultimately resulting in her life being stolen. Now it has been taken from her again through the judicial system. After all these systems put in place to prevent this from happening failed. This is a miscarriage of justice and a black eye to American values. She needs us.
Aww. Who started the petition?
Some guy from Chicago. I don't know. Okay, Mike said it's her discovery. I'm not sure what DOC's policy is on the amount of discovery. What specifically does she want and for what purpose?
I just wanted to have it in my possession to kind of look over it. So, basically, my interrogation interview, Nick's interrogation interview.
Okay, calm down. I can't type that fast. Okay, she just wanted to have it in her possession. I saw possession. Oh, never mind. I forgot. Okay, in her possession. What you want me to say after that? She just wanted to have it into her possession.
Okay. It's not really for a purpose, just because I want to have it. But I know that my discovery is a great amount, so I'm like, obviously we can't get everything, but just, I guess, important stuff.
She would like to have. Her interrogation. I spelled that wrong. Interrogation. Her interrogation. Nick. I put Nike. Oh my God. Nick. Interrogation. And what else?
Anything he thinks is important.
Anything you think is important for her to see.
That's about it.
Okay. Yeah, he said it might help. He says ask her for what's the purpose. She might help narrow it down. He is reading what I just wrote you now.
Okay.
Oh my God, I didn't sleep good last night. I'm tired. But
You sound a little tired.
Yeah. Me and Mia and Marcus went to church yesterday. The cats are finally figuring out how to get out the kennel.
Aww.
Yesterday they started. The runt still gets confused, and then Aurora gets all excited because they're getting out and they smell her, so they follow her, and then they hear my voice, and they come to me. Aurora, you need to move. Shabba. They're so cute. And then they're starting really to play with each other. Okay, he said, you can get whatever you want. He said, it belongs to you.
Okay.
Let's tell him that. Okay.
Ask him if I need to send him a letter officially asking him for it, or can he just send it to me?
That's what I'm doing now.
Okay.
Oh, I got the forms.
Oh, you did?
Yesterday.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. And I went and picked out Dad a Happy Father's Day card today. And
okay.
They had some cute ones with some boats on it, but it didn't have the saying inside that I wanted. So the decoration's kind of stupid, but but the message inside is good.
Good.
Okay,
I'm still. Is this okay? Okay, I just asked. What y'all doing? The roses? Oh, they're so cute. Oh. Gypsy would be loving you right now.
Oh, don't tempt me. I love little kittens.
Oh, they are adorable.
Oh. I mean, I like to kiss their little bellies. I'm like,
if you said it's all yours, okay, wait. And he's sending something else. I gotta get dressed in a little while. I gotta go to the pharmacy, pick up your sister's birth control pills, and then I gotta come back. What's up with you? Why are your eyes not open? Your mama needs to clean your eyes. 5.
How many signatures do we have on our petition?
Oh, let me look. It was, last time I checked. But I'm going to go look again because it could have changed. Okay. We have 1,691.
Wow.
Okay, he sent something.
Okay.
He said, "Let me ponder on the easiest way to do this. Honestly, Aaron has pretty much completed has a completed copy already digitized. Mine is a combination of paper records, disc, and digital media."
Okay, I would only be able to get the paper records because I have no way to look
only
at digital files.
Able to get. Don't fall. Let me put you down. His eyes are shut. And his mama needs to clean them. His eyes shouldn't be shut like that. I'm worried.
What's like bloomers?
Well, no, they open. Sometimes we just have to put a warm towel and clean
Oh,
them.
yeah, their eyes kind of ooze a little bit, so a little bit of warm water will clean them up and get rid of the gunk in their eyes. Mm-hmm.
Right, it's just like eye boogers, Mm-hmm. Like I have one of them sitting on me just staring straight at me. They're the cutest thing. They're starting to eat a little bit on their own.
Oh, they are? Aww.
Uh-huh.
Aw. I remember when Sweetie Pie, she didn't want to let go of her freaking bottle. She stayed on the freaking bottle for so long because she liked her warm milk. She didn't like cold milk. It had to be warm milk.
Uh-huh. Okay, he said, okay, he's going to send that to you.
Okay, tell him thank you.
She said, thank you.
Oh, and I sent you a picture. Because remember when I said that I was going to take pictures curling my hair, or whatever? Well, I got the copies back, so I put you a copy in the mail today. And I sent a bunch of letters out to a bunch of people. Let's see, I think I responded back to 18 letters so far.
Wow.
Oh yeah, and there's some more. There's more. So I'm like, those are the ones that I wrote right off the bat. I was like, oh.
Right.
And I sent Lexi hers today.
Okay, I'm gonna let them.
Yeah. So and
Sure.
there's some like whenever they open up the letter they cut half the name off. So I'm like, oh gosh, I can make out their first name, but I can't make out their last name.
He'll print all of them out for you. He said that's not a problem.
Okay.
Come on,
Good.
you're going with your mama.
Okay.
Every one of them's out of the kennel except a little bit. That's what I call her.
Aww.
She's the one. Come on, no, y'all can't follow me. I'm not your mama. Go with your mama.
Well, you kind of
One, two. Okay, there's one blue somewhere. I don't know where.
You got the cat mama and you got the human mama. So, you know.
Yeah, and then Aurora. They gravitate to Aurora. Because they use her smell. So, like, she's, like, freaking out right now because she knows, like, oh, my God, they're too little.
Mhm. Oh, that's so cute.
I know. So she, like, kind of gets excited. And when, like, they're somewhere they're not supposed to be, she kind of tries to push them back.
Mhm.
Coda, come here.
Little animal.
Hey, you're not being a good mama right now. You're not helping me. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mama, let's go get dressed. I love you, and thank you for doing that for me.
No problem. I can't find the other one.
It's okay.
Hear it.
Oh,
the cat.
The cat. I'm like, what are we talking about? They'll come back to you. Wait. Okay, ready? Put the phone out for the kitties. Okay, ready?
Okay. Oh, there it is. You the cat whisperer or something? Because right when I did it, you did it, it came.
Yeah, works every time.
Well, girl, I know you a pro at cats. I'm not. Now look
Okay.
Yeah. Come on, you.
I'll see you later. I love y'all.
Oh, shoot. I love you too.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye. Love you.
All right, baby. Love you too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
The caller has hung up. Hello, this is a free call from
an offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hello?
Hey, baby.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
When do you think that you and Dad will come and visit me again?
We haven't talked about it, like set a date, like we've talked about it. Mm-hmm. But I guess when he comes home in 2 weeks, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
'Cause like, he's going to be home for 2 weeks when, let's see. Okay. When your dad comes home, your brother's going back to work.
Okay.
So how that happens is, like, eventually, like probably the next time Your dad's going to be home while he's home for 2 weeks. So we got to figure that out.
Okay.
I did tell Dylan I definitely need make a copy of his driver's license. Because I think we need to send that too.
I don't know how that works. I
have the
just
form.
how y'all did it. You know, whatever information y'all gave is the same information that they have to give.
You hear them?
Yeah.
Listen. They just waking up from their nap and they want to get out. They can't. Come on. Come on, Coda.
But yeah, because I was wondering, because I had got a property slip today, and they had a lady that sent me some books. Well, already reached my limit. I can have 6 personal books. And
okay.
sent me like I think it was 6 or something, because I had 3 small books, and then kind of like the
phone books.
All books. Like it's I got a couple of like story books, and then she sent me 3 Webster's kind of like dictionaries, and I had already had someone send me some books a couple weeks ago, and so I've kind of reached my limit on that, and so I have to either send it home or y'all could pick it up at a visit, and I have 60 days. And I think it's like 31 cents or like $10 to send it home. And so I didn't know. Yeah, I'm like, I didn't know. And, you know, if I need to send it home. I still have, 60 days to figure it out. But I didn't know if y'all would be visiting in the next 60 days so I can send it with y'all.
I sure hope we are.
Okay.
Because, summer's not that long. You know, like they used to be.
Right.
They start at the beginning of August, and, you know, we're in June, but it passes by quick. So, when he comes home, if you have 60 days to, you know, keep those books, I'm going to let you know it's going to, you know, probably within that 60 days, hopefully. Because I know, like, how, your dad works 28 days and, 28 days on, 28 days off. And I don't want to have to make you spend a lot on postage for the book. Because what if it's a book you want to read? Okay, whoever sent you more than one dictionary, I think you only need one. You know, I don't know why they sent dictionaries. I don't know.
It's multiple, like, different kinds. Like, one's a dictionary, the other is another study book, and the other is another form of a study book.
No, ma'am.
And I had got a letter from the lady that had sent this to me, and I'm like, it would be, like, awesome, but I only have, like, a limit of how many books I can have. And so, I could send it home.
Right. Oh, Lord, these cats, these babies, they're all over the place.
Yeah, sometimes time.
Oh, God, I can't. I got to, like, 1, 2, I see 3 in my vision. There's one that just went behind. I think they were reclining. I don't want to went underneath. And Aurora follows them, like, to make sure they're okay. Crazy. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4.
How many are there?
Huh?
How many are there?
Wait, your phone's messing up.
I said, how many kitties are there?
5. There's number 5. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the runt is literally climbing over Sage right now while she's eating. Coda, that's the one that's named, is playing with Aurora. And the other 3 are just like walking around. Coda's the wild one. She's definitely the wild one.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
No fear. Like, she's playing with Aurora right now and has no fear. She's the one that was climbing the bars in the kennel last night and climbing on the curtain and climbing up the recliner yesterday. She's just, and she likes to snuggle, though.
Are y'all going to keep them all?
Oh, no. They're all taken for. They all have homes.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for them to, like, stop being dependent on the mom.
Right, and they're getting to that point. They are definitely getting to that point. And like the vet said, there's going to be a time where Sage is going to be like, I have enough of y'all with y'all claws, you know, seeping into me when y'all, you know, feeding, you know.
Yeah.
But, like, Aurora was laying down and Coda went, like, to try to find a nipple on her to feed, and I'm like, it's not your mama. They think like it's, I don't think they see Aurora as a dog. I really don't.
Yeah. They probably see it as another cat or something, or mistake it for another cat.
Yeah, because they got the short fox ears and, you know, but she loves them.
Yeah.
And
That's
she's
good.
a good,
They get along.
she's a good auntie. Yeah, I call them her nieces. You know, like, leave your niece alone. You know, but not her. You know.
Yeah.
But sometimes she gets too rough with Coda.
Yeah.
And I gotta fuss her. Yeah, Coda's just trying to get into places that she can't get into, and she's wondering why. But Sage is like nudging. Yeah, like Sage is literally like nudging the runt, like, no, this way, come this way. You know.
Yeah.
And he's like only male, and he's catching up. I don't think it'll be much longer before he's as big as them. I think Sage might have been the runt too, because she's not a big cat.
Yeah.
I don't know now.
I remember Miss Kitty, with Sweetie Pie's mom, the one with the hearts on her back. And she's such a small cat. She's such a small cat, but she always ended up getting pregnant. And we knew who the dad was because we would feed him on our porch. And he would come around and everything, and we called him No. And so we knew who the daddy was, and we would be like, oh, yeah, he dropped in for his weekend visit. Because he would come on the porch every weekend to check on how Sweetie Pie was doing and all.
Yeah, well, Sage got out the other day, and I'm like, I swear to God, if she got knocked up again, because when I left the door, well, I don't want to phone with Gypsy. Have you seen the glasses? I think they're in my bathroom on that little thing in the corner. Yeah. She's just waking up. But, yeah.
Definitely whenever y'all talk about when y'all want to come, just let me know, and I can set up another special visit, because it's stupid, but I was talking to one of my roommates, and we were all kind of discussing like who they said, certain family, whenever they had the days for the friends and the days for the family members, and what crosses the line, what's a family member and what's a friend. And she's like, step parents don't count as immediate family, so they can't come on a Friday. But I'm like, but my stepmom did come on a Friday and the weekend, and she's like, but it was a special visit. And I'm like, oh yeah, that does make sense. So I'm like, okay, well next time, every time I'm gonna know to put in a special visit. Because I'm like, I didn't know. I'm like thinking, okay, whatever. But so now I know to make sure to go ahead and do that. And I don't think they would deny me because it's like, I think I could have any number of special visits because it's a reasonable reason why I'm having it.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's all I got to do. And,
okay. Well, we'll figure it out, and, and I'll tell Dad, like, to send you, you're still having problems with email?
I got an email from Rachel, and she said that, she said in her email, I found the new website to email you. So I don't know if they changed the website or what, because I'm like, I didn't get Dad's email, and, I'm like, I'm sure if I would have got it, but maybe they changed something on it, so, changed the website or something.
Yeah, I'll get a hold of her and find out, what website she sent it to you on.
Okay, yeah.
And, you okay today? I know tomorrow's.
Yeah, I'm feeling better.
Good.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go to a little rock concert. I guess a Christian rock band that's gonna come.
Good.
So I'm gonna go to that and listen to some music. Because, I mean, it's not often that we get little events like this. So it's nice to go to it.
Yeah. God works in mysterious ways, you know that. So maybe that's what you need.
Yeah, I think it is.
So.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to let you go, and I love you.
Okay. I love you too, baby.
And tell me that I love her too. And her birthday's on the 25th,
your sister loves you. Love you too. You heard her?
Yeah.
She's in the kitchen.
And her birthday's on the 25th.
Yep.
Okay.
16.
I'm going to get her a birthday card.
Yep, y'all 10 years apart.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay, my girl.
I love you. I'll talk to you later.
I love you too, baby. Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
The caller has hung up.